All right. Hello. Welcome to Zenless for the evening. We have girl quests. There's the new little special episode thingy for Astra. I think it's a special episode, not like a full-on chapter. And then Ellen has a quest too. So if we could do both of those, that would make me a happy little guy. I suppose I could also hop in VC because I like buddies for MiHoYo games on the off chance that anyone is up and wants to. Come on. I just want to clear my notifications. Go away. Network service issues. Are you going to send me fucking diddly dangs as a reward? Okay, let's figure out where they want me to go for Girl Quest. I got her. I got Astra. I haven't used her yet because I've been building her. I don't fully get her whole shtick either. I guess she heals you and lets you do, like, chain attacks more or something.
Starloop is an important place to me. Countless musicians have performed on this stage, including the artist who inspired my music, Mr. Yoran de Winter. I hope my own concert can also have that kind of power.
Astra! Astra! What's the theme for your New Year's concert going to be? A tribute to Mr. De Winter?
De Winter?
Probably something like the astronomical moment. As we enter the new year, I hope everyone will be able to grasp their own moments of happiness.
Oh, sounds like you're hinting at something. Have you managed to grasp your own happiness recently, Astra? Got any news to share with us?
What a sneaky question. I've been fortunate to have happiness on my side all along, and that's why I want to share this feeling with everyone in New Eridu through my music. Anyway, thank you all for your support. I'll be waiting for you at Starloop Tower.
Buying tickets? You ready, Fairy? Act immediately at my command.
Wouldn't that be great to have an AI to help you get the latest thing? I'd love an AI to get the Switch 2 for me so I don't have to fucking fight stores to pre-order one.
Workplace abuse. Please address it promptly. The report states that a certain individual is attempting to use nepotism to force a diligent and humble smart employee into taking on extra tasks unrelated to work.
If you're accusing her of that, how is that nepotism?
How could you, Belle? Only I get to keep Fairy on call 24/7 and make her do random chores for me.
Affirmative. Apart from hollow root analysis, I am currently also responsible for other important tasks like instant intel gathering, organizing Master's schedule, and praising Master in novel ways.
You tattletale AI. Remember, that master of yours is my brother. Wise, please, make Fairy help me score those tickets. They're nearly impossible to get.
All right, Fairy. Name your price. Would you do it for more electricity?
Evaluating.
Would you like a Scooby snack?
Clarifying and formalizing the positions and hierarchy of all staff. Clearly, Master's Supreme Assistant is Fairy. First Assistant is Bangboo01, EOS. Second Assistant is Bangboo06. Third Assistant is Bangboo18.
Hey, what about me?
Are Belle and Fairy beefing? Is this like a thing all the time?
All right. It's okay, Belle. Fairy, you're definitely the Supreme Assistant. Sure, she might not be on EOS's level, but Belle still brings more to the table than Lil Six, right?
Information updated. Master's Supreme Assistant is Fairy. First Assistant is Bangboo01, EOS. Second Assistant is Belle.
Belle.
Fine. For the sake of the tickets, I'll accept this arrangement. For now. Wait, the tickets! They're on sale already! Fairy, now!
Affirmative. Ticketing platform hacked. Remaining tickets, 0. Mission failed. Mission failure post-analysis. Mission would have succeeded if you had given the command 181 milliseconds earlier. Such a shame, second assistant.
No seeing Astro for me.
Yeah, except that she wants to, like, bounce on it. So I'm sure she'll mail us some.
Is this what they call protagonist privilege?
Yup, that's right.
Aww, Wise. How could you and Fairy gang up on me like this?
No, definitely not. I would never bully you like that, Belle.
Ugh! I officially became the second assistant, and still no tickets! Not fair.
Master, I have detected a commission on Internet offering generous pay and added it to your schedule. Please check with second assistant for details.
See that? You said you wouldn't, but you're bossing me around already.
Yeah, really the AI is just becoming part of the harem, isn't she? How does this game even work if you play as Belle? I don't know. I feel like it's so Gooner game playing as Wise. But there's probably plenty of guys who would play as Belle because she's cute. And a girl. Alright, we're meeting the client in internet? Yeah, meetup spot in the hollow, because that's not weird. Probably really not for us, but also it is.
The client must be nearby.
God, he's so cute. The Bangu are adorable. Yeah, why are you here, you freak?
Thank you, everyone. That one was for you.
I guess she probably like comes here to practice because she's shy or something, despite being a literal performer.
What's a Bangbu doing here all alone? It's dangerous.
Astra, it's me, Wise. I never would have guessed it was your internet commission.
Why?
He's so fucking gooning for her.
Cute.
I haven't seen him react this way to any of the girls before. I mean, I know she's like a celebrity.
This could
But
be
still.
a problem. What do I do?
What's wrong? Don't worry too much. I'm a legendary proxy after all. I won't let anything happen to you.
It's not the hollow I'm worried about. I'm just wondering, should I punish you a little?
I mean, I'm sure he'd cum his brains out if you did.
And I had no clue about your secret identity. It feels like I never truly knew you.
Listen, I'm just Hannah Montana. Everybody has to find out at some point.
Never keep any secrets from you, Astra.
Oh, you do? But I must say, this is a pleasant surprise. Of all the proxies on Internet, you're the one who's joining me on this. I knew it. Fate really does favor me. I'm sure today's treasure hunt will go well.
Oh yeah, I was about to ask. What's so important that you had to do this yourself?
It's a highly sought-after treasure. Of course I have to handle it personally. It's the legendary record of Yolanda Winter's final performance. I've mentioned it to you before. The version available on the market isn't genuine.
How do you know it's fake?
Because I was there at the performance, and the recording is nothing like what I heard. Even as a starstruck kid, I knew it was different.
Hi, Riku.
That performance wasn't
How you doing?
planned. It was originally just a small fan meetup at a music store. At that time, Yoran had left his agency and, because of some legal issues, he was forced to stop performing. Both Odium and Fugue claimed to own his performance rights. Even though it was his own voice, he wasn't allowed to perform as he wished. After Yoran's death, that unpublicized performance became his final work. Then, not long ago, rumors...
I'm good. PS Network down, so I can't do rival dailies. I'm on it now. Playing Zenless. I hope it's
Yoran was in top
like
form.
back up and not about to go down for me.
He just started
I saw some ping about that in like the notifications on here, but I didn't really think much of it.
Everyone singing along, and the sensation of collective harmony we shared can't be put into words. It was almost like we had summoned something truly extraordinary.
Perhaps it was the power of music. Maybe that's why.
I guess check again if you haven't in a little while, but
Exactly. Music.
who knows? Maybe it's a regional thing.
But after witnessing that performance, I came to a realization. Something clicked.
This music is way too active for them just talking about
Tapping me
music.
on the shoulder. I knew right then that I would become a musician myself.
Seems like this record really means a lot to you, Astra. Wise, get out of EOS right now. I have to be the proxy who finds this record.
Belle, let go of me. Stop. Eos is getting busy.
It's insane also that they just don't have crossplay. I don't know if they said if they're adding that or not, but like, boy, do they fucking need to. Alright, I could probably use a refresher on this since I don't really understand her well, so press her enter that to enter her singing thing, which gives me a damage buff. And then she can't move, but can attack or dodge. And then hold or press to exit. Go down, so got lucky. Also crossplay in what? In Marvel Rivals. Like, if PlayStation is down, you should be able to log onto a PC and still have your same fucking account. But they don't have that right now, and that's insane. Quick assists. They can trigger other quick assists. Right. The ultimate. Okay, the ultimate how she heals. How she heals. And then next two quick assists will be chain
The
attacks.
first objective.
Right. But who else do I have? All I have is her.
Queen's control room. Please lead the way, legendary proxy.
Control room is just ahead. Come with me.
Our music will make you move. Catch the rhythm. Let them hear your voice.
Unless they use the network. No, it definitely does. All these gacha games make you like be connected. So it's odd that I'm on and you're not. What? I assume you're on a PS5, yes? I don't know if Marvel Rivals runs on last gen. That was my only other thought, that like maybe somehow a PS5 could be on, but some other, you know, like a PS4 couldn't. It must be regional then.
I would have been so lost without your help.
Well, if you really want to thank us, then could you autograph?
Autograph what, Belle?
Got it. I didn't expect you to be so chivalrous.
Ow, I'm getting hurt. There's creatures afoot.
Then let me say a single word to Astra.
Well, you're the one who's always demanding things.
Don't underestimate the power of music. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah. Such a powerful rhythm. Someone left graffiti on the corner of the wall. Catch the rhythm. Lights are all out.
I'm glad that
I
like
think I heard singing.
I'm somehow able to really enjoy Marvel Rivals without my brain being like, hey, fucker, you have to do the dailies.
I wonder if it's something left by the paranormal.
Like, I can't handle more dailies. It's fine, because it's all skins, right? Like, I'm not really missing out on much by not doing shit daily. Like, in theory, yes, I'd be able to buy some skins sooner eventually, but I'm okay. If I really want one, like underwear Spider-Man, if that's ever a thing, then I will just like pay some money.
Imagine doing daily.
Imagine being a cute little guy.
No.
Hi, kitty.
Hello.
How are you doing? That good?
Yeah.
Have you had your tea? Are you chilling in bed?
I'm in bed. I haven't had food. I probably should.
Yeah, you can't just eat Skittles.
I had some Haribo.
I was close.
Yeah. Listen. It was.
I know you. I know how you are.
Someone. Okay. These two guys were doing like a live podcast every week. I was waiting for them to go live on Wednesday, and they didn't. And then they said, no, we're gonna go live on Friday instead. So I was like, okay. I'm gonna buy some sweets. I'm gonna enjoy this when I get home. And then they were like, nah. One of us is ill. We'll just do it next Wednesday. So like, okay. I guess I'll just eat this anyways then.
The ping boost's moving pretty.
Sorry you didn't get to enjoy your goobers.
Weekend be like.
Running away? Could it be that they actually...
Yeah, anyone when aloprax doesn't stream and they cry.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Monsters are getting tougher and tougher. I hope the exploration team is
What you got planned for tomorrow?
Game.
Guide you.
I'm excited to play Bugs with everybody on Sunday.
I need to buy that game.
Let them hear your voice.
I mean, literally if everybody forgot and we sat down to play it, it's like a couple hundred megs, so we'd be fine. It doesn't take long.
Let the melody move you.
The data ends here.
The rhythm. I suddenly feel really worried. Well, the exploration...
And also excited that we have a little bit more of a plan for Mario and Kirby and stuff, because I'm eager to play those with you too.
Oh yeah, I need to go pick that up tomorrow.
How the fuck do I get out of her girl state? Let me go.
Fans people be like.
I finished Australia Simulator, so now I'm doing some Zenless catch up.
I have a feeling Australia is a bit less salty.
No, see, we actually went to Australia too. The planet Australia too. Shall spend the rest of the night listening to Limbus Company and Epic the Musical. That sounds like something Ala would make.
Is Limbus Company like an actual thing? Because I can never tell if people are just calling Lethal Company that instead.
I don't know. Good question. But does Lethal Company have much of a soundtrack? It's just like the fucking ice cream truck theme.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. Whenever I've seen Limbus Company online, I've always thought, oh, Lethal Company.
It's a game, apparently. It sounds vaguely familiar, but I couldn't tell you anything about it.
Because it sounds like Lethal Company.
Finally found it.
Limbus just sounds like
musical.
Lingus or something.
Gotcha.
It just sounds goofy.
Limbus Company. Indie Gacha. Okay.
Miss Yao.
Oh, that makes sense. Riku loves gotchas.
Improvisations on stage.
And then
Shall we?
Epic the Musical? What's
Please
that?
get in the car.
Bye-bye.
Musical adaptation of Homer's Odyssey. Like, Homer
Oh.
Simpson?
No, fuck, like, what would, I'm trying to think of how to relate the he's gonna piss, look at him crossing his legs.
Holy.
The Odyssey is like,
9-part series of concept albums?
well, it's
Fucking hell.
long, it's a long book. It's
Oh,
like,
no,
it's like,
look.
it's really old, and it's Greek mythology stuff, and it's like about this dude's just fucking like long ass journey.
I thought you were going to say long ass penis or something.
No, but he, I think, does some sexing.
What's Mr. Hobson blabbing
Oh
about
god.
this time?
Hey, wait,
Yeah.
Riku, don't you play like a Dragon Ball gacha as well?
Off alone and stay safe before
At
you
least,
go.
probably more that I
If there's
am thinking of,
anything
maybe
needs
just
to be
that one.
done, Just give me the orders.
Bro,
There's
how do
no
people
need to
know
put
all this
yourself
shit?
first.
I open a Wikipedia page, and I'm like, where did all this
No,
information come
just a
from, and how am I
straightforward,
unaware of
calm
it?
protest with
Well, because like, I don't know, imagine you'd never heard of Harry Potter, and then you just suddenly found out about it. Like, it's a big, popular work of fiction.
I told you before, remember? After Yoran left
True.
the agency, he helped
I read it in my high school mythology class, so like,
there. And so
it's not pop culture-y per se. Like, I thought it was entertaining.
all thanks to
But it comparing it to Harry Potter is a misnomer in that regard. Like,
trust
you may very well not come across it outside of academia, or I think actually they may be working on like a show or something adapting it.
Or if they can be trusted.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
they're not random
because the only
proxies, they're
Wikipedia
friends on
pages
your
that I
floor.
ever look at is like
Told you.
either a band's
Siblings run a
Wikipedia
video
page
store on Sixth
that
Street.
has like a decent chunk of information, or like the most obscure page I've ever
If you
seen that has
already
like
knew
2
they were proxies
sentences.
from the start, you could have just DM'd them on Knock Knock. Why
I mean, the world's a big place. There's a lot of stuff out there.
Yeah, I know.
You know, it's like
Yeah, but,
how do you not know about insert random YouTuber and they have like fucking 6 million subs? Like, there's just big shit that we don't cross paths with every day.
But they've managed
Yeah,
to
but
keep
like
their
without all the
proxy
media,
identity hidden from
Wikipedia
close
is like
friends,
100
and they use a
gigabytes.
bangbu to
Like,
handle
it's
commissions.
crazy
That means
how
your
much
friends
information
are
you
pretty
can fit into
careful and
such
dependable.
a
That's
dense little
reassuring.
block of
Ah. If we
gigabytes.
invite them to
With
the
all the
concert,
media,
then
it's
they
like
might just come in
I think
handy.
10 terabytes. So like
Let me
in
think
theory,
about
you
where
could
to
fit all of
station.
Wikipedia on a single hard drive.
Wow, Eve, you're
Yeah.
surprisingly generous with compliments.
Came across it on TikTok with a song playing, or found it on Twitter. I don't remember.
We're not planning
Yeah.
to run a background check on them.
That's how I found Fly Night. I love it when you find fun little things on social media.
Like
And that's
if
one of
you
many reasons
decide
I'm
to
glad that
suddenly
TikTok
run
didn't die.
So then, what gave me away this time?
You
I
borrowed
find
the makeup
songs
artist's phone
sometimes
to
on
post on
TikTok, but that's
Internet.
about it.
Pre-open
Yeah,
the
I do
bathroom
sometimes
door
too.
before the press conference for your
Really
But,
good
like-
musical, highly recommend. Also
Said that
love the
most
animations people
creative
make.
idea this time was riding a public bike into the hollow.
Aww, I thought
Go on with your thing.
was
Huh.
flawless.
I forgot.
You're so sharp, Eve.
Finding music on TikTok.
Before you were a manager, were you a detective?
Yeah, I've only
Or a
found like
public
3 songs,
Not exactly,
and
but close enough.
all of them
Huh.
weirdly have been like
So
house songs
secretive.
or
If you
garage.
tell me,
I've
I
never
promise it won't
found
run
like
off
a
next
single
time. I swear.
thing that I would properly listen to on
A
TikTok.
professional.
Oh, I thought you liked House and Garage.
I do, but not as much as I like metal.
Hang on. A
Huh?
professional spy. That's
It's
so
like
cool. Sounds like the
House and
perfect
Garage is
inspiration
like
for a song.
I'll
Are you
listen
really
to that
thinking of singing a song
uh,
about being a professional spy
like
at the New
once or
Year's
twice a
concert?
week, whereas metal is what's
Huh?
looping day in
Is
day
that
out.
Not allowed?
Did you ever see that?
So,
Probably no, because it was just like one day. But that game I played a couple Halloweens ago, Metal Hellsinger, where it's like an FPS with like rhythm elements, and it's very like Doom-esque. So the
you
music
went
is
against
metal.
The entire board to buy
Probably, but I
for a New
forgot.
Year's concert. Publicly announced your new single, and now you have
Not that you're like
block. Did I
rock
miss
hard
something?
for shooters, but that might be something fun to check out at some point if you can like
Deadline.
find it on a sale for cheap, which I think I've seen.
Plenty of fallback deadlines.
Maybe it depends on what kind of metal it is, I suppose.
Okay.
It
'Cause, like,
it might be a
I
little
don't-
bit
I don't
more
know
like
what-
whatever Doom's music is than like straight up metal.
Piano here.
Well, let me just see what Mick Gordon.
I don't
falls under.
sing. You know that.
That's okay. You can just hum along with my cues, like this.
Gen
Oh,
and
wow.
heavy metal.
You're
Yeah,
not tricking me into singing
For
for
Doom
you, are
or
you?
or Metal Hellsinger.
just in Mick Gordon.
Who's that?
You don't know who Mick Gordon is?
What's wrong?
I don't know anything.
We're being tailed.
You literally were just like, how do I not know about the Odyssey? And now I don't know a thing. And you're like, oh, kill yourself.
Okay, I never said that. You're being
But-
a bit alcoholic there.
But you're giggling, so I might be kind of right a little bit.
Okay, Mick Gordon is the lead guy behind the OST for Doom.
Okay.
He also did the soundtrack for Killer Instinct, Wolfenstein, and he's worked with Bring Me the Horizon, Monuments, Motionless in White, and done like a bajillion different games worth of soundtracks.
Okay.
He's like the heavy metal guy when it comes to
Gordon Freeman from
game
Half-Life.
music mainly.
That's another VR thing I need to play. Half-Life, aloprax.
Oh yeah, I need to play that at some point as well.
I was
I'm less of a heavy metal guy and more of an alternative metal guy. So
that makes sense. You're an alternative little fella.
I arranged for someone to meet us
Yeah.
before we entered the hollow.
There's a new game coming out on Game Pass in like a week that looks like
It shouldn't be far.
Skyrim or something basically, and I'm like, damn, I would love it if there was like a VR mod for that, and I would be so down to play it if there was. So I'm really hoping that somebody gets on that, but I don't know how realistic that is.
top 10 statements that have never been said. There is a new game on Game Pass.
Where are you running off?
Well, I don't know. I mean, that's the point being that I could just like play it. You know, I have Game Pass currently.
You are not worthy
I know.
of speaking to me.
Same with
I
that
just
new
like
Indiana
making fun
Jones
of Game
game,
Pass.
which that one I'm pretty sure there are no. Well, like someone hacked a VR mod, but it's not like I can't just like go download that. Like you have to proper know what you're doing, and I don't. I need like
Have you
Steam
seen
Workshop
about-
mods or something.
Have you seen about the new Indiana Jones game?
What about it?
How it's going to require ray tracing?
As in like another one coming out, not the one that just recently did come out?
I don't know. It was at CES.
The Great Circle, which is the terrible name.
I don't know. I just
Okay.
know that there is one that was coming out at some point when I watched a video about it like a month ago that requires ray tracing.
It's probably that one. I haven't heard enough. Like that seems weird. I don't know.
Really can fight.
It is weird. I don't know why they're doing it, but it's like,
Where your true strength.
hey, anyone who runs like a GTX series card, L plus ratio, you can't run this game. And then the people who run RTX series cards, then it's like, okay, do you have like a 5090 Super? Because if not, then struggle. Because I watched LTT try and run it on an RTX 2060, which is the lowest end RTX card ever made. It's the same one that's on my laptop, and it barely ran. At like the lowest settings you could get 60 frames, but anything else and you were fucked.
Oh, so you can see the reflections in.
the...
Go ahead.
No.
Oh, the reflections in the water and glass they weren't going to look at for 100 hours. I did see that my drivers just had like an optimization thing for that or something. So maybe, I don't know, maybe they're rolling out things to help people.
Maybe. I mean, God forbid a game in 2025 be optimized.
Yeah.
Just buy a 5090. Like, it's not that hard.
I believe they are currently sold out, so I'm glad that I am not trying to buy one.
They are, and also both of us would be suffering a giant CPU bottleneck if we chose to do that anyways.
Yeah. I say that like I know. I don't, but sure, that makes sense.
I mean, basically, if you wanted a new CPU, you would have to buy a new motherboard and RAM to go alongside it, so be glad.
Is that how it's gonna go? Like, if we need to upgrade at some point, we're just gonna have to basically do a whole new PC?
For both of us, yes, because
Yeah.
like
We kind of like maxed out.
The only option that you have left for your CPU is what I have, which is like four extra cores or something like that.
Mhm.
Which, like, what's the point?
Sure.
And then I am at the physically the top end
Long time no
of
see.
our
You
CPU
seem to be
socket.
doing well for
Same for you.
Me?
So if we
I've
wanted
had
to
a couple
go
of close
for
calls.
7th gen
Compared to my
or
old
8th
days
gen
in
or
the
9th gen
organization,
Ryzen,
I'm much
you'd have to
happier
get
now.
a new motherboard that has
So what
the new
can I help
socket.
you with?
And
I'd like
depending
to
on
repay
which
you for
generation you
saving
go
my
for,
life
you'd
sooner
also need
rather
to
than
get new
later.
RAM because
This
DDR5
communicator's
released a
been
couple of years
wiped.
back.
Can you restore the data?
Well,
Even fragments.
we'll see how long we can stretch these out for, and by the time I get another one, I'll hopefully have long had affiliate turned on years from now, and then it can be a tax write-off.
I am planning to run this PC until at the very least the end of the decade because I built it
That's some really
not
advanced
even
tech.
3 years ago,
What trouble have you gotten
and it's still
yourself
doing me
into
just
this
fine.
time?
Yeah.
But like,
Did you get any useful intel?
I mean, like,
we'll see how game
Faith in your old
optimization
buddy.
goes over the
I
next
got a
decade.
snippet of
right. I would be
Right.
inclined to, like, you know, probably turn down graphics to low and do that for a while. My main motivation with my last one was that it was just fucking crashing, you know, when I wasn't
Yeah.
doing much with it, and obviously that's a bad place to be in.
Fugue?
So if we can avoid
What
that,
does that mean?
and we just have to play games on lower settings, I can
don't
cope with
even
that.
know. As long
Yeah,
as
I do
mean,
most on console
never
anyway.
play-
See who sent that
I never
encrypted
play
message?
games beyond like
Only the
medium
encrypted
graphics
IP
anyways
address.
because
Let
my
me trace
monitor
it.
is only 1080p,
Yeah, here we go.
so I'm hardly going to notice a difference. And then I would rather the higher frame rate because I have a 165Hz screen.
165Hz. Your look says it all. Is this bad news for you?
No, it's not bad news for me.
Simply
But
rob
it's
someone that
very
bought
bad
one.
for the person I'm trying to protect.
Wow.
True.
you
I
really
think
have
I think
been
I'd rob
well.
them for more things if they could afford a
What makes you say
5090.
that all of a sudden?
You
Because
would
you
stick
have
someone up and be
someone to
like,
protect no matter what.
all right, give me a
I'm
boyfriend.
jealous. I still work alone. I've made some interesting friends too, but
How would they
saved
do
me a
that?
couple of times,
I don't know.
so I feel like I owe them, and it's kind
They'd
of
be like,
embarrassing.
yeah, he's cute, I guess.
If I teamed up
No,
with
I'd
them,
stick someone
they'd
up and be
probably
like, give me a number.
unstoppable.
I'm a bit intrigued that you think so
Except I
highly of
wouldn't,
them.
because my
They're
face
pretty
would be
famous
bright
on
red just
Internet.
looking at
The
them.
name is Faithin.
Cass was talking about building their PC last night and it being difficult and stuff, and I was like, yeah, just import Allo for a weekend.
Got it.
Not even, I
That's
can
all I
give
got before
remote
the
tech
motherboard
support.
fried.
I've fucking done it
I hope it's
before.
useful.
Very useful.
I know, I think Cass, and this is the reasonable feeling to have, is it's
Reliable
like,
labor.
Well,
they've done it before, they're capable of doing it, it's just kind of like,
I'll see you next
oh,
time.
I have to do this.
Who knows when that might be.
Yeah, fair enough.
Take care of yourself out there.
I'm a 30 frames creature, so a lot of these words are lost on me.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
What, with
What name?
all the different PC parts and stuff?
Evelyn Chevalier.
TLDR, we both spent a lot of money on PCs a couple of years ago, and we're hoping they can last a bit
Nice
longer.
To meet you, Ray.
Yeah.
For Joe, running the games at lower settings is probably going to make it last longer, and for me, we'll see, because I like to play my games at high frame rates because I have a monitor that can display
Miss
things at
Young.
165
How's it looking?
frames.
I've looked into it. The group that attacked us.
Yeah, I mean, we're both
affiliated with Fugue.
we're both power users.
Yeah.
Like,
Getting the company?
it's not uncommon for streamers to like build a
In
PC
a
and
way,
try to
both.
max out stuff.
Fugue's goal was to get a hold
Yeah,
of
I mean,
Yolanda
to be
Winter's
fair, I
record.
wouldn't have done it if not for
Yoran's
dropping out of
legacy
university
cannot
and
fall
then
into the
still getting
hands
my
of an
student
evil
loan, because
corporation
otherwise I
like
wouldn't have been able to afford it.
They seem to have
Sure.
recruited irrational
And I would have
fanatics for the
been
job.
using the very laptop that I am now
I
for
literally
streaming.
just found that record.
Well, maybe for next time,
Your
you know,
movements are
start
always watched.
slowly putting away money
Hands
specifically
with
into like a new
people
PC
who
fund.
mean you harm.
Oh, well, I mean,
Those close to you.
I've got
The
a
enemy's infiltration
a
is deeper
goal
than you
in
think.
savings for the end of the
That's
year,
why we must
and
be extra
if I can
cautious.
hit that by my target date
Propped up by
and then
capital,
retain it
huh?
by the end of the year,
Don't
then
let Fugue's
hypothetically,
slander
if my
and
PC
defamation
blew
get
up
you.
tomorrow,
You just
as long
need
as
to
the
stay true
GPU
to your
market
heart.
doesn't skyrocket again,
My heart.
I can more than afford another PC if I need it.
I really want to shout,
Sure.
get lost at those big corporations like Fugue
If
and
else,
Podium.
I can just
My
use my
music is
laptop,
just my
and
music.
I'll just only play
Only
console
the
games
world
for a
were
while.
Really that simple.
Yeah, that is the benefit of having a bunch of different
Classics in this concert
systems
was
and
the
stuff, is that like,
idea. But you're
you know,
the
it's not
one
like
who bears the
streams would
bad
necessarily have to stop completely. You could
I
pivot.
fear that you may follow Mr.
Yeah.
De Winter's path.
It's like there's many
Becoming a
downsides
victim
to having a
sacrificed
gaming
in the
laptop, but at the
invisible
same
struggle
time,
of
the
opposing
upside is
powers.
if my PC ever
There's
shits
one
the
line
bed,
from Yolanda
I have a
I
machine that
adore.
can do most
Every
of what I
heart
need my
is a
PC to
lonely
do.
note. His songs truly have a
Yeah, if mine, you know, I could say the same. I could go back to my old PC in a pinch if I needed to, and just hope it doesn't crash too much.
Mom and Dad had fled without me, or turned into
Because I've kind of given it to Kiki, but I also said like, hey, I'm gonna technically and mentally retain ownership over this, so like you're fine to generally use it, but if some odd circumstance happens, I might be like, hey, I need this. Not that she uses it a ton, but she's played some Steam games sometimes.
At that very moment,
I have wondered what was making your old PC crash all the time.
Who knows? I had, I mentioned to you, I think I had...
The melody somehow melted away all my fears and loneliness.
Oh, I had really bad driver issues at one point to where I like could not use it, and so I had to take it into Micro Center and get it fixed up. And it was generally fine, but who knows? There might be some instability past that still is hanging around.
Yeah, I mean, in my mind, usually stuff like that boils down to one of two things. Actually, no, one of three things. One, your OS is ancient and clogged full of shit, which is what the case was with my PC up until about maybe 8 months ago when I bought a new boot drive for it and just installed Windows Fresh. Two, a dying part in your system. So like RAM could be dying, the drive could be dying, the CPU, motherboard, anything could be dying and causing it to crash constantly, which happened with my laptop when the RAM died in it. Or three, and this might sound stupid, but dust. A RAM stick in my PC looked like it was dying at one point, because my PC was crashing over and over and over, and I did a check on the RAM and one of the sticks was reporting errors. And all I did was dust out my PC, take the stick out, put it back in, and problem solved. I've never had an issue with it since.
Yeah, I don't know. It could be a bunch of things. It could be some part failure. It could be... I think my OS was up to date at the time, but like, I don't know if I ever updated BIOS on that, so it could be something like that.
Well, with the OS thing, I'm also mean like it could be like if you've had the same boot drive with the same Windows installed on it for like 8 years, like I did, then it could just simply be full of shit that you aren't able to see.
It makes me believe
so
that could be.
A fresh install would solve that.
I'm trying to think when I built that. It would have been like the summer that I got out of college, so I think that's 2016?
Yeah.
Or 2017, one of those?
Which sounds about right. Because the boot drive in my PC was from 2017 until I replaced it like middle of last year. And that's when I was having all those issues with Stream where it was blue screening and crashing all the time. So then I just went ahead and bought a new drive and put a new Windows install on it and just transferred everything across. Problem solved.
Just too soundproof. I'm so excited I want to shout it out for all of you Eridu to hear.
After all these years of...
That's a wild statement for him to make. Oh, our place is so soundproofed I can't yell and I need people to hear me.
Protecting the world's last city can wait until after the concert.
If it's an apartment, it's not soundproof.
No, it's they live in their video store.
I really don't get why haters have to diss her like that online.
Also, it's a fucking fantasy game. It can be whatever. This is not Riku, by the way, the video game.
Haters dissing her online? What are they saying? Fairy, can you look it up?
Are you talking to me?
As of today,
Out loud.
since the announcement of this astronomical moment, New
To
Year's
me?
concert,
In general.
related to Astra Yao
Okay.
Not specifically to you.
made the top trending searches, accumulating 8.26 million views.
Patsu and tussles your hair.
Negative opinions
I'm
about
just saying,
Astra Yao account
like,
for 14%
apartments
of all
and
traffic,
new builds
mainly
generally
focusing
aren't very
on the following
soundproof.
points. Number one,
No, but it's like the weird dystopian future. Who knows what they're doing?
Probably making the walls thinner to save money is what they're doing.
Nah, but we're in the posh part.
understood.
Relative.
Right.
73,920
But, like, I mean,
accounts have been registered to
yeah, but, like, the
moderate
place where I live
all
isn't-
comments claiming
It's not posh, but it's not posh. Like, it's still pretty nice. And then, like, yesterday I had some music playing out of my computer speakers at like a reasonable volume. I went into the kitchen and I could hear the bass through the walls. I was like, you're fucking kidding me. It's like not even loud.
Accounts have been deactivated.
So God knows what my neighbors must feel.
No! Let her cook wise. I think Fairy's right.
Let her cook
Speak
wise.
truth to power. It's okay to use a few tricks here and there.
I love the modern
By
lingo in
employing such
this.
measures strategically, Fairy can help Master become a god.
They said Riz before.
Oh, who's doing that? This is a Chinese game, isn't it? Where are they getting this information?
Well, it's the English translation.
Where are they getting this
We have to
information?
keep our moral compass, or we'll lose ourselves.
Ew. I think it was for Jane, if either of you know who Jane is, the like
Seconds. I thought
rat
I had all the
girl who was
under my
like the
control.
trailer for her and the marketing for her, and her whole concept is very horny.
Talking about Astro?
And so Belle was talking about her, and she was like,
Other
"Damn, that rat tyrant sure has that
The
Riz."
late superstar.
I don't know who you're
talking.
talking about
For
in terms
instance,
of both of
The
who you
Winter
just
is a
mentioned.
true classic, and
Blue girl on screen talking about other booby lady and said she has Riz.
How
Okay.
dare she try
I
to
didn't
ride on
pay
that
attention to
legacy.
it, to be honest. I'm
This,
not
no,
really-
no, no, this wasn't tonight. This was like
Guess who's taken up the
patches ago.
role? Her latest
I know, I
record
didn't
It
pay
just
attention.
sticks in my mind.
The only thing I see about Zenless is the porn.
No point in comparing the two.
And there's no men because they're all in Love in Deep
If Wade had
Space.
listened to Astra songs, I'm sure he would have been impressed.
We've had, I think, literally one male 5-star character,
Shoulder or something.
and it's lighter, and he's great. But like,
Dumb reason,
give me
like,
more men.
She's ugly.
What do you mean they're all in Love and Deep
Exactly
Space?
why we should
Is
take
this
it
the
back.
same developer?
No, just it you know, it's a single gotcha game hogging all the men.
It wouldn't be good if we
Well,
could.
yeah.
Although Star Rail just got a dude who's really hot. I pitched him to Cass last night, and Cass was like, I don't know. And then I sent a gift of him like sitting in a chair, and Cass was like, oh, I get it now. He sits sexy.
I'm still worried.
What's his name? I gotta Google.
Something with the M. He's new and he's red. I don't fully remember though.
I'm just searching Star Rail new character.
Well, see, but none of those are 5 stars, so they're not as meta. It's Seth, and then there's 4-star boys. The cat boy, admittedly very cute. He's just a 4-star tank. The robot boy, we have Ito at home boy, Ben. Oh, I guess boy failure is another 5-star, but he was like kind of free. I don't know. He's fun,
Boy
but
failure?
yeah, there's a boy failure.
What's that mean? Where is this fucking music coming from? Oh, the Star Rail website plays music. That's cool.
How to explain a boy like he's kind of goofy and hopeless and pathetic, but like he kind of thinks he's hot shit. I don't know how to explain the concept of a boy failure to you.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar.
That's because you
also
boy
can't-
succeed.
No, I don't. I can't find this fucker to save my life.
Just look up a list of the Star Rail characters by their release date, and he'll be one of the most recent ones. And if you tell me the name, I'll be like, yeah, that's the one.
What is... Holy shit, just give me a fucking picture. Please.
Or alternatively, I can see if I can find it in my Chrome history. Because I definitely was looking at it last night to show Cass.
Version 3?
I don't know. I just need a character list.
I'm trying to find one. That's the problem.
Here it is. My Day, or Me Day. MYDEI. Find the gif of him sitting and like shooting out crystals. He's probably too like rugged for you though.
Who does this remind me of?
I don't know, but I kind of have the same thing.
This feels like... Oh, I know exactly what it reminds me of. I gotta go find it.
Here's another thing, probably not what you were gonna say. Tears of the Kingdom Link and Rehydrated Ganon infused together. Or like if they fucked and had a child, like Ganon got Link pregnant and that's their child.
I mean, what you're... I mean, I'm thinking of art of Link that it reminds me of. I don't remember which artist it was.
Because they both have the shaggy mane.
You must be Belle and Wise.
Nah, give me a second.
Astra's told me so much
gotta
about you.
I gotta find it.
My apologies for missing the chance
Opens
to
up the
thank
folder.
you both in person last time. Welcome to
You know, it probably is in there, but that's on my PC.
Or should I say, faith in.
That's on my PC, and I'm on fucking hell. I'm on my laptop.
Wait, how did you...
Wait, do I have a
Laptop?
copy of it on my laptop?
want-
No, I don't.
It doesn't matter.
Is your folder not in the
In
cloud?
the first place.
No, why would I
Been
keep?
pretty
Why would I
careful.
keep that shit in the cloud?
Although in my opinion, there's room to be even more cautious.
Like a local home cloud, I
My
mean.
intel does not come from anyone who
No,
knows
I don't
your
keep
true
that on my
identity.
server either.
Then, how did you...
Just simple logic. Syncing with a Bangbu isn't
Oh, wait, what
technologically
if I-
difficult, but maintaining connection once you're inside
Add a
hollow,
modifier. Oh, there it is.
the only one capable.
Did you actually find it?
In hollow communication.
Yeah. I
I
simply added the word shirtless to the search
Of
results.
course, the reason I could draw that conclusion was because
I feel like maybe I know the piece you mean.
Bangbu. As long as you're
Quite
skilled
possibly.
enough at impersonating
Let
a
me
Bangbu,
do a
you don't have
side by
anything to
side.
worry about.
If the fucking wiki would ever load. Okay,
Did you actually
yeah.
see the gif of him though? Not just like a picture?
No.
You cute bang.
No.
Find the gif.
I'm
You gotta see him sit sexy.
I'm working on things right now.
It might start to get on people's nerves. From an
God.
outside perspective, I often think, sheesh, this guy really has no shame moving like that in Eos's body.
Oh, this is a JPEG. How do I? Is there a bigger
Anyway,
version of this image?
Astra is very lucky to have your help.
Open image in new
I
tab.
hope we can
Nope,
continue
that's full
working
size.
together.
Okay,
Given her position, she needs all kinds of talented
that'll do.
individuals
Yes.
Talented individuals. And these two are?
Mr. Hobson, what brings you here in person? These two are Miss Yao's esteemed guests, Belle and Wise. Allow me to introduce the Chief Governance Officer of Odium Entertainment Group, Mr. Hobson.
Guests of Miss Yao. You both seem so young and promising. May I ask which business you're associated with?
Why do we have to be associated with a business? Why couldn't a young person just
We're
have friends?
freelancers. We run a small business, that's all.
I see.
Okay, check out this
since Miss
Microsoft
Yao's
Paint thing I just made.
esteemed Guests are here.
This
Why don't you?
these two have like similar vibes
But
to me,
what about
which is
the
what was setting it
security?
off in my brain.
I'll handle it.
Oh, no, that's not at all the picture I was thinking of, and that art does
Dear
him
guests,
zero
please follow
justice.
me.
My day.
Okay, well that's the one that's on the wiki, so blame
Right,
them.
but go on Google and find the gif.
Oh my goodness.
No,
Would
it's
you-
not even comparable, Aloe.
That gentleman over
What-
there.
what am I
keeps staring
searching
at
for?
us. It's
Like,
a bit
just
unnerving.
literally just go to My Day and look at the gifs on
Today's
Google
performance is
and
unlike
find him like
I
shooting
would-
crystals and
Far
sitting.
Too many variables to track.
If I add GIF
Hobson-
to the search result,
I mean, Mr. Hobson is naturally.
Or
a very
I can find it if you can't.
person.
So, what's so special about today's performance?
what is this? Oh, this is on.
That's a secret. Just sit tight and wait for Astra's big surprise.
Oh, how do you?
Uh-oh, he's glaring at us again. So intense. It must be tough working under someone like him.
Not at all. In fact, I don't work for him. I serve Miss Yao.
He even asked where we worked. When I told him it was just a small business, his face immediately froze. So intimidating.
Oh, okay, this is without the crystals, but they aren't important. Here's him just
Gotten a
like
big smile.
being sexy on a chair.
For someone at his
Most of
level,
these say
quickly
GIF and then
judging
don't actually
others
play
based on their
anything.
usefulness is
Yeah, see, like I found like
anyone deemed
images of
useless
that,
won't
but
get a
none of
sliver
the
of
GIFs
his
are fucking
attention.
playing.
It's practically a survival skill.
I feel like as a blonde man, he should be enticing you.
Astra isn't like that.
Well, I'm trying
If we're
to
talking
find
about level, then she's
sex, and
technically
it's not
above
giving
him.
me it.
That's right. Despite her,
Maybe he's too new. Maybe the pet artists are slow.
with all that
I found
talent, she never
I found a
sees
really
herself as
low
special.
res image that just says 6
why
feet
she's
over
so
the
precious.
over the.
To be honest,
Okay.
before meeting
Um,
her, I didn't think
no.
someone like her actually
Can I have like
existed.
Google Play GIFs for me?
At first, I kept waiting for her to show her true colors.
Yeah, it seems not.
I know exactly what you mean. Who'd have thought the brightest star in New Eridu wasn't putting on a facade and was genuinely such a pure person?
Is it just me? Or is anyone else worried that
Oh,
Master
whatever
might
you're
get
thinking
hurt
of,
by
find it, because
damaging
I
himself?
can't find shit.
I did. I DM'd it.
No, you said there was one where he was shooting crystals.
That's
I found it.
It's his alt animation, and this is the end of it. He shoots crystals and he sits like this, and he's sexy. Like this is
I found the one where he's shooting crystals, but it's about 1 frame every hour.
okay. But I mean, the thing I sent you was the meat and potatoes of this.
Eve, help! Belle, Wise, you're here too!
What happened?
Yeah, I would.
Get scolded by
Great,
the
good, as you should.
Oh, he was very...
As should we all.
It was terrifying.
I'm sure it's not the director's fault. How's your final song coming along? You've blown through 20 deadlines we set for you, and today is the absolute final submission day.
Huh?
1 million
Well, I can't just put out something ordinary for everyone, right?
billion.
Once
even.
inspiration hits, it'll be fine.
So
Of what?
until inspiration hits,
Sex.
you need me to take on the director?
I figured something like that.
Me from any danger, right?
You just walk up to him and you go tiny. 1 million sex, please.
Deadline chasing
1
director.
billion sex.
Sorry, but that
Fucking
monster's
you is
outside
Dr.
my
Evil.
jurisdiction.
I don't think that's even
How could
possible,
you?
but yeah.
Explain what you mean by that isn't even possible.
You
1
two are
million
so
sex.
close.
I don't
Oh.
think that's
Bill and I
possible.
always squabble like
I was gonna say you being... I thought you meant you being Dr. Evil isn't possible.
We do have our
that
fair
too.
share of actual complaints too.
Do you know Austin Powers?
Stop covering for her.
Not personally.
Doesn't have anything ready. Not a
The
single
movie.
piece.
The parody of James
Oh.
Bond.
The final
Uh,
song.
He's
maybe.
British.
Guys, huh?
I've never seen it. He's not. Mike Myers is American.
No, the character is British.
I've never seen it, but I know of it,
Okay. Dr. Evil's the bad guy from that. He does the pinky
know.
thing.
and I couldn't be him.
Well, you could be Mr. Bigglesworth, his cat.
No, I couldn't be him either.
Why?
They're both bald.
True. You could wear a bald cap.
So fast in heels.
No, I don't think all my hair would fit under that.
Poor director.
Simply shave them and they'll become evil.
Push it to
Cats, that is true. If we shaved you, you would automatically become evil.
My dear Yoran
I shave like my entire body except for the hair on my head. So,
Right, we mean including the hair.
Astra.
no.
Meet the special guest the company invited for your
I know that's not what you want, but it would turn you evil.
De Winter.
That's like one of my
It's
biggest
really
fears.
you.
It wouldn't turn me evil, it would make me
I can't believe
depressed.
you're actually here. Having you.
I mean, you're a cat, so you're already a little bit evil anyways.
feels
No.
like-
How am I evil?
Please, just
Cats are naturally a little bit evil.
Tell me
So this
something I've done
record
that's
is-
evil.
You bite and you scratch and you poop on my pillow.
But would you mind if
Tell
I
me
borrow
something
it for
that's
a moment?
actually happened that
Everyone's
I've
been
done
saying
that's
that
evil.
You're the rising star.
You ate too many
Carry on
Skittles.
Yoran de Winter's legacy.
That's not evil.
I'm sorry to say this, but to me,
I love when I can hear emotions in your voice. You're like, oh, that's not evil, I'm just silly.
Yoran's music has always been my guiding.
I can still hear it, it's still there.
Never.
The silliness is within him, it's leaking out.
No.
Right. I'd also like to thank you in person. I've always wanted to pay tribute.
You
to
like the
Yoran with
color
this
green, which is
performance,
pretty
and
evil
I
because
heard the
it's not
company
a
finally
creative
got you
color.
approval.
Wait, what do you mean it's not creative color?
pay tribute.
Don't hug me, I'm scared reference.
Today's your debut show.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Honestly,
liberals.
performing your own work would
But green is like the Grinch and is therefore evil.
He
No, well,
belongs
see,
to the
see,
past.
green is not my favorite color,
No,
so
no.
that's
Yoran's music
makes
But
is
it's,
it okay.
it's half of your color.
He's beyond amazing.
It, yeah, but it's not my
Honoring him
favorite.
On stage at Starloop Tower has been my dream for as long as I
My
can
favorite
remember.
color is black.
Yeah, there.
because it's evil.
In captured in gift form, aloprax committing evil
And
deeds
I
against
wish
me.
you the best of luck tonight.
No, I'm not green.
You're half green.
I'm not green. I don't recycle.
Is this the new zone? This fucking opera house? They keep giving us so many zones that you don't fucking do anything in, and then they just take up space on the left to right map. They need a better world map.
Giant room where we put the circles. I think that's necessary.
What, this like art that I'm looking at?
Yeah, it's the room where they store the circles. It's like
I
the
assume
one
those
supply
are
of
meant to be
circles.
like records.
In the year 2004, which I think this game is set in, they would not have records.
They do though. Or discs of some kind.
Video CD.
More spaces, more files it takes up. Yeah, rip mobile users. Genuinely one of the reasons I really wanted to fucking get way bigger storage on my newer phone is so that I could just dump gacha games. I say gacha games as if I play many, just the two, Genshin, Zenless. Put those on there without worrying about it.
They won't reveal the meeting details.
Although, it doesn't fucking matter, because I don't touch them on there anymore, because the fucking game keeps goddamn logging me out. I am so sick.
Genshin has had a problem
Never happens on
with logging
PS5.
people
But I'm so sick of apps, those two on my phone, and lots of things on my PC that just log me out, even when I tell them to fucking remember. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? This is my device, keep me logged in.
When I actually played Genshin, it would log me out every single time on mobile and about half the time on
If I
PC.
set up everything before Fugue arrives, I can block them off. I need to confirm the identity of the other mole as soon as
As
possible.
for storage, though, I genuinely don't know how people take up so much storage on their phones.
Well, with these games, though?
But I mean, like, do people just download everything in the App Store or something? I swear, everybody that I know that has an iPhone has like a 512 gig iPhone, and they somehow never have any free storage.
Well, see, that's the thing, is I got a 512, and now I'm okay, but when I had a 128, so a couple of these games that take up 20 plus gigs, and then like a bunch of music, like that eats up real fast.
Why don't we meet in the atrium?
Yeah, I don't know. I have a
I don't even
512
do
gig
recordings
phone.
though, Rico. It was all like MiHoYo games and music.
Well, let me see, because I have a 512 gig phone. I'm using 180 gigs of storage, and I think about like 20 gigs of that is music,
I'll deal
and
with the
about
issue at hand first.
50 or 60 is pictures and videos. And keep in mind, that's 50 megapixel photos, 4K 60 videos that I have taken since like 2020. And yet I'm still at less than 200 gigs used. I don't know. I feel like everyone that I know that's a fucking iPhone user just downloaded like every app on the App Store and was like, I'm gonna just leave them there.
Maybe.
They've got like 17 installs of Temu or something.
If you're my mother, you have literally all of your memory filled up with like endless pictures that she never clears or does anything with.
Very impressive credentials.
To be fair, I started the policy of not deleting any pictures that I take on my phone a couple of years ago.
Like anything? Like if you took a picture of a piece of paper, you wouldn't like delete that later?
Yep. I started it like 2 years ago because I think that it's funny getting the like, here's what happened two years ago on this day, and it's just like, oh, I was fucking
think that woman has free will.
Yeah.
Ooh, I hate this man.
Like I said earlier, she's nothing more
That's
than a
alright.
valuable asset.
Not you.
There's no
I'm the exact opposite. All I have on my phone is like a couple like photos for socials when I'm like, hey, I'm going live playing this. And then whatever things I've found on like Twitter that I'm like, ooh, I want to save that for a reference, but I periodically offload those.
Even under the sunlight, what crawls
I mean,
out of the
all of my
darkness is
photos
still
get back,
just a
the photos and videos get backed
You're
up to my
not
server, but they're only backed up to it. They're still all stored on my phone. But like,
I thought you'd deny it.
I don't know, like shit doesn't take up that much space.
Rico, you can just share that in the music channel if you want.
Fugue simply hired
Now
the
to secretly
organization
place
I work
Epic
for.
the Musical
My
in the
relationship
Discord.
with them never involved
Oh,
any
so
loyalty.
secretive.
Listen, I'm not the only spy Fugue has planted within Odium.
What?
You must know that the grudge between these two conglomerates runs deep. Do you really think Fugue would gamble everything against Odium on me alone?
Very secret bite.
Only learned about their plan of action moments ago, and this is nowhere near the full scope of their strategy. What we should be doing now is
We? I'm not interested in figuring out whether you've actually switched sides or if you're just faking it. As for your intel, how can anyone...
Hobson, I don't think you could tell if a woman was faking it.
But Miss Yao's safety.
Have I ever posted anything in the music channel? I don't think I have.
Odium will protect its assets.
Probably not, but you...
Get involved.
It took you a while to share any musical stuff at all.
In any case,
thank
you for your
I don't know. I'd imagine you'd maybe put it in your own server.
I did put some stuff in my own server, but then I deleted it because I realized nobody cared.
I'm afraid I can't fly.
I was like, why the fuck am I reviewing these albums when nobody cares?
Hobson,
So
tell your people
instead,
to stop.
I started a document on my Proton drive where I just review things for myself and keep track of like music that I listen to.
My only goal is Miss Yao's.
I like Evelyn. I hope I can pull her and it doesn't take me a million fucking wishes, because I do not have great luck in this.
I scrolled up to the top of the channel so I can see if I ever posted anything.
We could also search.
No.
You're so fussy.
Your job to protect Miss Yao.
We've reached the area.
Fussiest Kitty 2025.
What's going on?
The first thing that was ever posted was fucking Rene Circulation.
People showed up.
Bye.
You.
Listen up. Evelyn has been.
Was it the Shadow crossover?
Take them all down.
Like where it's all of me plus that?
Nope, it's the original.
I feel like I must have had some reason.
Good evening.
You posted that, and then you posted something called Devil Trigger by someone called Valiant.
Oh, yeah, probably me being like the dichotomy of gay, like cute little Japanese thing, and then like fucking metal.
Wonders of magic with you all.
Also, yeah, that Devil Trigger remix is really good.
Let me take. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Yes.
I didn't realize they embedded fucking YouTube adverts into Discord now.
Ah, that's stinky.
Okay, copy link, open in browser.
What is happening? Is the fucking cannon activating?
I want to give this like a skim, see if it's anything that I might tolerate.
Oh, they also didn't record this in English. I don't know, I like this more than like the opera stuff in Genshin. That like very traditional, like stage play-ish Chinese music is not my vibe, but this is much more contemporary. We're lifting off, that's concerning. I was looking at the screen, what's going on? I am not entirely sure. I'm assuming like the audience is not in this floating bit, but there's like some spy shit going on with like music record labels, and now part of this building is like launching.
This feels very similar to there's a band that I used to listen to a couple of years ago.
The Valiant Heart thing you're listening to?
Yeah. Let me see, can I find my old ass playlist?
You even arranged
Oh my god, I
the
can.
audience?
Let me see.
You thought this was
Maybe the audience is in here and like nobody knows that we're flying yet. We gotta like safely land this without alerting the crowd.
That's it, yeah. It sounds
Can you hear
similar
me?
to Breaking Point to me.
Control room, do you copy?
I don't know if I know what that is, but just by the name I could believe that.
Communications have
Do you
been
know, I would also compare them to like Saint Asonia or Escape the Fate maybe?
Escape the Fate I think I recognize the name of, but generally no, I don't. I'm probably not going to know much music stuff in general.
This is all like fucking classical emo shit from when I was like first starting to get into more heavy music, and then I don't think I can really listen to it anymore, to be honest.
But if you're willing,
I just really liked Devil Trigger and Devil May Cry 5, and then that remix was like, oh, I'm coming.
just come with me. We have to break into the central control room.
Me when Deftones.
Break into the central control room. Even though we have the fancy title Phaethon, we aren't exactly fighters. We might not even be able to beat Eos in a fight.
Evelyn, what's going on?
Since they announced that they're doing like a 5-star version of NBNS, I guarantee
I'm going to put you in danger.
we are gonna get like Wise and Bell playable 5 stars at some point, like at the end of this game. Since they have like weird blue eye powers or whatever.
That's the whole story. I betrayed Astra. Right from the first moment I met her. I failed to act when I should have, and that slowly led me to this situation. If anything happens to Astra because of this, I'll never forgive myself.
The only one who can decide whether to forgive or not is Astra.
That's right. The most we can do is bring you to her, plain and simple.
You two.
If we take over the central control room, Fugue's every move will be laid bare.
Not just that. While Astra powers Starloop's harmonic core from the stage, the control room manages everything else. Navigation.
Is this on purpose? Is the flying part of the
room is compromised.
attraction?
It would be like a spaceship losing its bridge. The consequences would be disastrous.
It looks like the only thing I ever posted in the music channel was like something from FL Studio. Just like a screenshot.
Oh, something you made?
Be realistic about our combat abilities.
Yeah,
Most
but not
likely it'll
like
be
no
Eos'
audio,
for the
just a
day.
screenshot.
Right. Bruh, she says bruh.
You two really are interesting.
Oh my god.
Come on.
fucking
It's always
killing
her. She's the fucking Gen Z stand-in.
Fortunately,
like
they're
that.
just unconscious. Who could
I am amused.
Huh?
Of course you are, you're old.
This countdown.
I just listened to you and Parky say bruh and I giggle.
Classic move.
Old.
Let me take a look.
Can we still get through to Astra?
Baby.
Astra. Astra.
No.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
It's no use.
I
Whenever
resisted.
Usual comms have been cut off.
Go ahead.
Nope.
Oh, you're impossible. I resisted sending you a thing today about like, hey, welcome back from gay baby jail. Everybody there knew you and said you were like the gayest, babiest guy.
Take Eos with you and stay on comms.
Meanwhile, when I remind my parents
I'm
of
counting on you two.
my age, they're like, oh, no, don't, stop it.
Well, right, because then that makes them feel old.
Yeah, because I'm like half my parents' age.
The Grandpa Joe arc, that's been the entire time I've been streaming. Although more lately, this past year, as I've been like destroying my body with basic exercise.
It's kind of crazy, because when I met you, you were 26, and now you're 53.
Yeah, it's crazy how time dilation works.
Make it easy to
Yeah.
dance. I've got no other option.
I've only aged like 4 years, that's crazy.
Yeah, well, 0 to 4 is a big change too.
Damn.
Luckily, I hid my outfit on the stage ahead of time. Otherwise, the next song would have been a disaster. The style just doesn't match that gown at all.
Who's shooting her?
What's that sound? Bullets?
What's that sound? Bullets. This song doesn't
song
have
isn't
bullets in
supposed to
it.
have
What the heck?
bullet sound effects.
Literal fucking
That's so cool. Why didn't I
bimbo.
think of this before?
But like not sexist, like male himbo, but girl version.
Guys rushing onto the stage.
What,
Comms were
that
cut
is
too.
No,
the most
no.
complicated mental
I know.
gymnastics I think I've ever heard.
I know, but like, because bimbo has a bad connotation, but himbo doesn't. And I mean bimbo the way I would mean himbo, but just she's a girl.
Trouble-making old guys aren't enough to cancel my show. Wait a minute.
Girl bow? I don't know. I think
Well,
I've heard people say girl bow before to mean girl himbo.
That's like saying bitch and then going, no, like a female but
The
male
song's
dog.
choreography is all yours now.
Well, but listen, it's different.
Do you really think you belong here with that pretty face of yours?
Why the fuck?
I thought they meant the same thing. I don't know. I think
Puppet controlled by
I don't ever hear people say bimbo and mean it nicely. If someone says himbo, like you could certainly take that the wrong way, but generally it's meant
I don't know how
in like a positive way. And so then you need like a new word for like a girl himbo, which again, I think I've heard people say girl bow, which is very funny.
so many people actually hate
Himbo.
me. Am I being
I think it's because like
too greedy?
bimbo has been associated with
My
stupidity,
desire to reach
Right.
a lonely heart.
whereas
Maybe it was always
himbo is
impossible
more so
for you.
associated with being docile.
It's yeah, Himbo is like, oh, look at this golden retriever.
Yeah.
Stop me!
Why every fucking cutscene their Bojangles are made out of jelly?
Yeah. Well, they gotta be.
I don't get it.
Using the purest melodies, I'll captivate the world.
How else are they gonna do
hell.
Yuri if their boobs aren't flying everywhere?
Please
Yeah, but
come to my side.
even as a gay guy, I'm like, come on, surely that can't be realistic.
Miss Yao, the people from Fugue have...
No, it's not realistic, bud.
I would feel sick. I would feel.
This
a
is
lot
how they
worse
get money.
even if it was
causing
realistic.
trouble.
They put 200 billion jiggle bones in the models, so they better be jiggling. I wouldn't be surprised if the most amount of bones in the models are in their fucking tits.
I don't even know if it would need many bones. It would just be like a lot of physics.
The communication
Nah,
is
they got
completely
individual
down.
bones for
I can
each
only
hair
talk
on
to
the
you through
nipple.
EOS now. The timer is
Accurate
connected to the
simulation.
explosives.
Explosives?
And then turn up the
Starloop Tower is
physics by
cruising
like
right
7,000,000%.
now. If it explodes, even their own people won't make it out alive. Wait. Fugue is just the scapegoat. The real mastermind must be someone else.
Their target isn't just me. It's all the audience here as well.
Why are you trying to blow up the
The
audience?
explosive device must be
To be
connected
fair, I
to
could say the
Starloop's
same thing about the
thrusters.
hair and clothing. It moves way too much.
It's very over-exaggerated, which generally I find charming about this.
It's very flowy. I mean, I'm being like hypercritical, but I'm also being like it's distracting.
Well, I know the boobs are scary to you. It's okay though. They can't get you.
They're not scary. It's just like why?
The desire to live is such an envy.
Because straight men gooning.
It's just unnecessary. Yeah, but
Why are you here?
well, that's the thing though. It's like, do straight men like open a game and be like, well, time to whip it out?
I must hear the screams of the
I don't know.
murderers with my own ears.
Can't say I've ever been a straight man, so I don't know.
With my own eyes before I can
Liar.
go.
What do you mean?
Murderers.
Bringing back a joke from 4 years ago.
Bruh.
Was his death his own
Not
decision?
with titty phobia.
I don't know. I mean, do you open up
I'm not
Final
scared of-
Fantasy VII and goon? Yes, because you streamed it.
No, I open up Final Fantasy and
and the murderers walked free and carried on
leave the
with their
stream
own
with
lives before
wetter
shredding
boxes than I started.
And then they dump all the grief and pain onto the victim. If
I'm not
Odium
scared of
and
male
Fugue
titty
hadn't
unless
dragged
it's the,
Yoran into endless
like,
contract disputes over their
not so pleasant
so-called
kind.
profits, would he have been
What does that
forced
mean?
to leave the stage he loved
I'd-
so dearly in his final years? Helplessly, as music drifted further and further away from him.
Alright, I'm trying to think of like a nice way to say it, but I don't think I can. The unkempt and overweight kind.
And losing all his
That's fair.
But I must thank Odium and Fugue. If not for their endless conflict and
I would say it's generally understood when people mean titty, they mean like voluptuous bosom, not like overweight flab.
what could someone
Yeah, but like,
me
I don't know. I feel like, especially towards like a straighter crowd, if you said man tits, people would be more likely to think of boobs.
It depends on the context. We're gay, so people probably would understand X.
Yeah.
Ron's every move with such
If only the heroes carried
critical
longer
eyes.
ranged guns, we
If you
could
hadn't
get
hurt him with
heard
baseless
mid-speech.
speculation and cold, detached remarks, how would he have
Yeah, I mean, having a microphone. Well, Astra can fucking summon like holy rays or whatever, so in theory, yeah, they should get her, but no one here has a gun.
Need Luigi to cut this fucking gap so short.
nothing more than a money-making nightingale to Odium or Fugue? When the next nightingale hatches, you'll lose all your value and everything you have today.
Honestly, though, Evelyn should be fine to like run in and like get her with her razor wire or whatever she has.
By your voice, you, all of you, you are murderers.
What's for this person's name?
All of you who drove
Lady De Winter.
Yeah.
Meeting the wife of a guy whose name was De Winter. I don't know
Oh.
what the like D signifies, something non-English.
I'm picturing it like a...
Or
a
maybe just a
Jamaican
stage
guy.
name, I don't know.
I'm picturing it as like a Jamaican guy blaming Mother Nature for winter being so rough.
1. Everyone, welcome to my late husband's funeral.
This is a funeral?
No, she's turning it into it metaphorically, not literally. Literally, we are in a fucking rocket ship concert performance, which I have concerns about safety-wise. She basically she's like, oh, you like new singer, you like my husband was old singer and now you're new singer, so you killed him. Fuck you.
So true. Fun fact, Jonathan Davis actually killed Paul McCartney. And that's true because he's younger. I think that's how it works.
The only song fit for a funeral is a requiem for the dead.
How are you gonna make me do a boss with only 2 characters? And 1 little creature.
I see.
I guess it actually is going down decently fast.
Yoran's legacy.
So you will fall.
I'm seeing Jordan and just thinking, aha, Michael Jordan.
Nothing more than a cheap imitation of Yoran.
She got J's on her feet. She got J's on her feet.
Hey, speaking of Michael Jordan, or not really, but this made me think of multiverses. As it's now dying for real and getting shut down for the 2nd time, apparently they fixed it. Like, apparently it's good now. Multiverses. The Warner Bros. Fighting game that was bad.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not anymore. They made it good now all of a sudden.
Oh, what? People are actually playing it now?
I don't know if people are actually playing it, but it, like it's not floaty and shitty. Like, it actually plays good now that it's done.
Are they still shutting it down?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Steam charts. Peak player base of 1,700 in the past couple of months.
Got mismanaged to hell.
Less than 1,000.
Yeah, well, I mean, the fucking people at EA, because Dragon Age didn't do as good as they wanted. Now they're like, oh, it should have been live service. It's like, no, you fucking idiots. It's because you had it in development hell for 10 years. That's why it didn't do as good as you wanted.
Yeah, now I'm looking at the like overall numbers. It peaked right when it first came out at 153,000. It then trickled down to less than 100 until April of last year, where it jumped back up to 114,000. And now it's sitting at an average of about 700.
Surrounded by
So yeah,
and tangled interests.
nobody playing this shit.
Think there can be any genuine trust or real feelings between you? Absolutely.
Look up Marvel.
Serving the interests of
I have no idea what you said after you yawned there.
all of you fed on his
I said, what about Marvel Rivals? And I'm having a look at that now.
Marvel Rivals should be doing great.
All-time peak of 642,000.
It's not what you think.
24-hour peak of 363. So yeah, there is roughly the population of Iceland playing Marvel Rivals at any given time.
Because Yoran's voice holds an incredible power to connect hearts.
Sorry, I zoned out. What?
His voice is a bridge.
In
Suffering.
Right.
Fractured, disconnected era. This kind of voice can mend the cracks and bring back long-lost resonance. You know exactly what I mean. I know.
I want to see them add, like a Peter Parker underwear skin, and then I want to see like a surgeon players when that happens. Actually, I wonder, you could probably see a surge when they added like Invisible Woman's like very visible ass skin.
I want to see them add
I told you this performance was my
Yeezys.
tribute to Yoran. You said he was someone who lived
When
in the
was
past.
Wonder Woman's skin released?
Flash game, Constantine game. Ooh, Constantine game could be fun.
Stop dressing it up in fancy.
So could Flash, but I like Constantine because I like magic and British men.
Perhaps you're
When did Wonder Woman's skin release? Because I can probably see when the
Invisible
playable was
Woman.
peaked.
but maybe
Wrong,
When did-
wrong
when
woman.
either.
When did Woman's skin release?
I don't know. Probably whenever season 1 started.
Enough power to keep us afloat. Based on the calculations.
Google.
I mean, that's also kind of like not fair because, like, of course you would get more players if a new season started.
Do you hear that? If you
I hate WB so much. Yeah, no, they're fucking trash.
answer my
The whole
Oh, I
like,
found
oh,
it.
we made a whole Catwoman movie, but we're not gonna release it because taxes.
will shatter and the false
I found when
dream
it was.
will plunge into
Yeah.
oblivion.
10th of January. Let's
Uh-huh.
see. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah.
But again, we can't say it was just because of the skin because it was a new season.
I
Yeah,
never
but
had
it
the
jumped
courage
from
to tell you.
400,000 to 600,000 players in
I'm a
the span of
spy
2
for
days,
Fugue.
and then leveled off
My
from
code
there.
name is Shields.
Wow.
So, like,
What? But
Uh,
his hair is clearly
hard to say,
gold
but
leaf color.
very easy to guess.
You're not bothered? I've been deceiving you from the very start. My entire existence is a lie.
She doesn't care, Evelyn. She's in Yuri with
What
you.
lie? But you didn't tell me your real name? You are you. The person in front of me is the
Big
you
ass
I
nose,
trust.
holy shit.
No matter what your name is.
Bro, it's anime.
You're still the one who
ass
shielded me
nose.
from all the noise. The one who protected me with kindness and resilience. I hear
Oh,
the
nose is a
purest
snout.
melody in you.
If only I hadn't
So mean
Jesus.
to women.
to tell the truth.
It's square, look at it!
If I weren't so selfish, maybe none of this would have happened.
DC fans stay suffering. Didn't expect to get so much bad DC news today.
Everyone makes mistakes.
Is there a
About-
second
Decide
fat
our
comic?
final destiny. The
No,
past is
the-
behind us.
Wonder Woman game is in development hell,
The
and
only
Flash
thing
game
we
got
can firmly
canceled because
hold on
movie
to
did bad because they
is the
put
present.
weird Ezra Miller
If
in it.
destruction is inevitable, we must face it in our
Why don't they
own
just make a
way,
second
without
fat themed
regrets.
comic? I think that'd go for really
Even
well.
if we're walking towards that,
Oh, that's what you're on about.
we'll greet it.
I mean, I assume there will be more than one in the
Most
series.
beautiful melody.
Was it a one-off? I assume it's a series.
Yes.
I think that
With
might actually
fiery
make up
hope,
for it.
using
know.
our final breath to shout and to sing.
Is it out yet? I want to see the Harley Quinn fart comic sales numbers.
Last hope of human civilization.
I don't know, I imagine they'll be pretty low.
Not that I have any
Maybe-
barometer for like what a good number for comic sales is.
I feel like it's either going to be a Mobius situation where nobody cares and like people hype it up and then don't do anything,
Wise,
or it's
will you
going to
sing
be
the final song with me?
the complete opposite,
Improvising
where
like
it
this.
blows the fuck up because people think it's going to be a
It's
collector's
not
item.
really my strong suit. You know I've never been good at singing. But fighting for you, I've never hesitated.
Falling! We're going down! We're all gonna die!
If I can pull her, she's gonna be so much better than Soldier.
It's all because of her! Shields Green! You betrayed the organization and led us to a dead end!
I always thought I was
I always thought, period.
in the shadows, unable to find a way out. This time, no orders,
No, that was ellipses.
no schemes, only me. I won't let fear keep me captive any longer. Perhaps the me of the past wasn't worthy. There is brilliant, radiant, incredible.
It seems odd to me that they wouldn't localize her singing, because I know there was the singer girl in Star Rail, and they did. But I guess this isn't like an EP that she's putting out, it's like just in the cutscene of the game.
Maybe the voice actor can't sing for the English version.
But they just get different voice actors to do that then.
Money.
I can't hear dramatic speech over the sound of everyone screaming to death, yeah. Why? Okay, why the fuck is there just a rocket coliseum? And why are there not, like, a billion safety features?
And why does everyone have an orb instead of a phone torch?
They do that at, like, idle things. Sometimes they give people, like, specific glowy things to hold.
Oh, they give them orbs?
I assume it's like like that one PlayStation remote, probably. It's like on a stick, I'm sure. Oh, noodles.
Nah, they would just...
Oh, and Vampire Girl.
Oh, so that's what the Tokyo Tower does.
Yeah. Safety features cost money.
Why would spaceships not have enough escape pods?
Well, that'd be a lot of escape pods for a fucking stadium's worth of audience members.
I think the safety feature is just planning on it working every single time.
The problem is that the idea of, like, a rocket coliseum is such a fucking anime thing that it could never happen. Because what could you do for safety features other than, like, a bajillion backup engines or something?
Understood. I've completed a full report on the case. Thank you for your cooperation, Miss Evelyn.
Or I was gonna say, or like a
Additional precautions regarding
crane arm or something
given your
that can, like,
concerns.
grab it from above and hold it in case of emergency.
Julian would never allow anyone.
Honestly, that makes more sense than engines. Like, just
In
lift
fact,
it that way.
While in our custody,
But it's
she
less
might
cool.
be in the safest place she can be. Despite causing significant trouble for your company, the thugs hired by Fugue
The closest thing we have to that is like a revolving
and had no
restaurant.
intent to kill
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a thing, but you're still not lifting off.
No, but it's close enough.
I'll forward the
I've
Okay,
never
even-
been in a
honestly, even
revolving
that-
restaurant. I'd love
it'd be
to, though.
I feel like it'd be cool. Mom might die.
The incident
In a
involves
revolving
complex
restaurant?
web of connections.
Cool, well, she'd get dizzy, I think.
Support of public security
Nah,
is a tremendous relief.
they don't go fast.
We'll also continue
It doesn't take much for her.
organization.
Like, if a thing said, like, if she has a plant allergy, she fucking looks at a tree and she gets sick.
Miss
Like,
Yao, you
she's
came in person?
not of
This is Officer
stocky
Shi, who I've been
constitution.
troubling these past few days.
I'd want to go in the one in the BT tower
Eve back to me.
Where's that?
if I
It's
could.
nothing. Miss Evelyn has
London.
hardly rested while
Ah.
helping us with the
Well,
investigation.
maybe when I come visit
She
someday.
worked very hard.
Maybe if I ever go to London
I'd
again.
like to ask for your
You
help.
might if I visited.
Maybe. Let's see how much trains
Go
cost.
ahead.
This master
Because last I checked, a train from Sheffield to London is a
I
fair
mean,
bit.
if I was less than an ocean away from you, I would pay if I needed to, or pitch in or whatever. Like, I'd rather hang out
No,
in London
fuck
with
off.
you than alone.
No. I will pay for my own train ticket. I just want to know how much they are.
From that show,
Oh shit, apparently the last time I opened Trainline I was wondering exactly the same thing.
So much has happened in the past. and we cannot
find times and
predict the
prices.
future. I want to make a decision for myself.
Oh my god.
I
Okay,
hope that
it's
everyone who
not
has
as bad as I
supported me
thought, but it's
will
still not
also
brilliant.
Stay true to their hearts and never betray their present.
How much jumping around would you have to do?
Has finally been published.
What, as in
Now
how
all
many...
the-
Like, I assume there isn't a direct train to London, is there?
And this master
Not
copy,
through Sheffield. There is one through
belongs to her.
Manchester,
Okay, so
but
Please let her know
one switch
that
then?
Yoran has always been by her side.
it looks like
do.
it. Let me have a look.
I hope
That's not
she
bad.
can understand your sentiment
what
and
this is
find the
saying.
strength to move forward.
Can I have a
I'll
look at the
notify you
route,
immediately
please?
if there are new developments in
I
the
can't.
case. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have other
Okay,
tasks to
yeah.
attend to.
That makes
Farewell.
sense. Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, no, it does. Okay. So I get the train from Sheffield to Doncaster, which is like a stone's throw away, and then from Doncaster I get the train to London. Doncaster is so much smaller than Sheffield, but for some reason Sheffield is like the only place in South Yorkshire that doesn't have electric trains yet. So we have to take the diesel train to the electric train station
Miss
and then
Yao,
transfer there.
Since we're visiting, We should buy Belle and Wise a gift.
That's right. I almost forgot.
I wonder when we're due to get electrified, because it's been on the fucking
The
thing
limited
for
edition
ages.
red velvet cake looks delicious.
Well,
I don't know. That's not unreasonable, but that just sounded funny.
And that black tea I had last time was so fragrant.
Like, oh, I wonder when they're gonna electrocute us.
oh, this article's
It'll
2
be
years
lavish.
old.
Belle will be thrilled.
Speaking of gifts, I
Oh, there's a
also
Wikipedia article about
to
it.
give you.
I also have a gift to give you. Muse kisses her.
Huh? What is it?
If you're curious, follow me.
Yeah, leads her into a back alley and makes out with her violently.
I'm curious.
Holy shit. That's embarrassing. Okay, apparently we're not going to get electrified until at least a decade
I
from
didn't
now.
think so before.
A kitty.
but
It's an
this place
aloprax.
seems familiar.
What the bruh?
Familiar, you say?
So Belle can't say bruh, but you
That's
can.
about right.
Yeah.
This place is completely empty. But why does it feel so familiar?
That is genuinely
Because
embarrassing.
this
How
is
the
where the
fuck?
gramophone used to be.
The gramophone. That's right. That was the name of the shop. Yoran's final performance was held in this little shop. It's been so many years, I'd forgotten the name of the place. How do you remember, Eve?
Because I was there too.
What? You were there too?
I was. But unlike you, I just stumbled upon it by chance. I heard music coming from the shop and stopped to listen for a while. Through the glass, I saw a group of passionate fans. Yoran's voice flowed out from the crowd. I didn't actually see him, just vaguely heard his voice.
Incredible. It's like Yoran's music had brought us together.
Ooh.
Turns out we've known each other for a long time.
Yeah.
It seems like you're fond of my gift.
Apparently we're going down a similar path to you.
This is
Lovely.
all your fault, Eve. I'm about to cry now.
You were right.
An
No
MP is-
electricity, no
It's
human
the
rights.
connection of hearts.
No.
Even across
A slightly
different
different
times
way.
and spaces, we can still feel each
Apparently
other's
there's
presence.
talks about putting metal detectors in schools
Perhaps that's what
because
Yoran
of
wanted to bring us.
because of a
resonance
stabbing that
never
happened
fades.
about a week
A
ago
connection
in
that
Sheffield.
transcends time.
The only thing we can hold on to tightly is the present.
Yes.
It would not be correct to say, like, I wish we only had stabbings, but also, like, kind of, because that would be a far cry better than, like, all the guns.
I mean, I'm very thankful that we don't have shootings,
We've been walking for
but
a
Yeah.
while,
the
and
fact
it's
that
almost time to
the
meet
fact
up
that
with
we
the
have like
proxies.
Ideally, neither.
an equivalent is still not nice. Like it took them like 3 years to outlaw
Here,
zombie
Miss
knives. I'm not
Fairy,
surprised that like
strongest AI around.
so many
Top-notch
stabbings keep
holo-navigator
happening.
With the sharpest tongue and new hairdo.
Ah, the strongest AI? Then, fairy on the wall. Who's
her
the
eyes
best
scare me.
singer of them all?
Well, she's, you know, getting lit up by the monitor.
You are. You always
Oh.
will be.
Like, see there on the screen, the little, like, mini lightsabers? That's really common, where they'll,
Oh,
give
that's
him
quite a few
something.
screens.
popular after the
They'll give him something like that in
Odium Entertainment
in, like,
stock
idol
shot
concerts or something.
30%. Their market value is now approaching 5
Oh,
trillion
boomwhackers.
Sure.
It's
That
so
sounds
far
properly
from
British. Honestly, it sounds more Australian.
Million Denny's isn't enough?
Probably because it has the word boom in.
A number that big makes my
5 big
ears ring.
booms.
Wise, knock it off!
That got you.
My contract with them.
We're
I'll
so
need to
sorry
see
to
about
hear
the
about your
penalty first.
brother that passed away last year. He gets 5 big booms.
This is
I can't believe. I saw a clip of him on a podcast on TikTok, and he was like,
What are you talking about?
he was like, I don't know, someone like made that up.
You only let go of something as trivial as money
Yeah, no, it was a
in
cameo.
exchange for someone as priceless as you.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe he fucking forgot then. I don't know.
I know a great place to eat.
Perfect.
It was
I
a
trust
cameo.
Belle's
Someone will
taste.
have
It's gotta be great.
sent a request saying like, "Can you
It's
give
a rare
my,
day off. Let's
can you
do
give
it
me
right
5
now.
big boomers for my dead brother?"
Hold on.
Or some shit like that.
Sure. Yeah, I mean,
It was a big
literally
fan.
asking for it makes more sense than them just generating that thought independently.
Yeah, no, they would have asked for it 100%. They wouldn't have
said
done
it
that.
before. You
I
can't.
mean,
It
I
is
I don't know
incredibly funny
them,
out of
so I have no thoughts on the Costco chicken people.
I don't
Thankfully,
either,
the
but they
kind store
definitely
owners
would have
can also help us run
had to have
away.
been prompted to do that. I also have no particular thoughts on them. I only know that they exist because of that meme. That's it. I have never seen any of their content.
Yeah, the little clip of the dad on the podcast was, and you know, again, maybe a clip of them saying "boom" is like the most I've ever seen of them.
That is.
Yeah, and then the kid's friend with the Rizzler.
That always foxes me because cigarette papers are called Rizzlers here.
You guys have plenty of names for things to do with cigarettes.
It's a brand. It's a brand. Rizzler is the brand. You can blame the French for that.
Okay, I think that's the end of Girl Quest. Because they still fucking I hate this. They still fucking have a quest for not having a quest. That's real dumb. But that means we can do Ellen Quest.
The Generous?
No, Shark Girl. The first girl from this. That would be... I love absurdist ideas like that. Like, what if just plain ass Ellen DeGeneres was a character in Zenless Zone Zero?
What if Ellen DeGeneres made Disney World? Got like lesbian.
Sorry.
I mean, the lesbian part would be good, but I'm sure there would be other not good stuff.
Huh?
Lesbian Disney World.
Ellen, is that
And,
you?
You know, I'm sure she would have really good
Whoa.
work
I've
policies.
never seen that outfit before.
Right, yeah, exactly. Although, again, I don't know if
It's like the
Disney's
real Walt Disney.
killing it as is.
Being a personal bodyguard for some rich kid?
Are they not? They
Sneaking
own like
into school
every
to
media
steal the final
franchise.
exam?
No. I mean, in terms of like being good to employees and stuff.
You really think
Oh,
I'd walk around
yeah,
everywhere
probably not.
in a maid outfit? Anyone with common sense
Like, there are
is
some
inappropriate.
from here because a lot of people in entertainment used to work at Disney. So I've heard people talk about this. There are some handy benefits, but also it's very like,
For something?
I'm looking for your
I mean, you know, managers are always terrible, but it's also like very bend over for the customer and shit like that.
As
Oh, yeah, I mean, the
proxies,
same
thought you
happens
might
for
have some
any
weird
public-facing
hobbies or
job.
secret rooms. It turns out you're surprisingly normal.
Upstairs is private.
As we've seen today.
Oh.
I like this outfit. I don't think this is the extra one you can buy, but I'd have Ellen be in casual clothes instead of maid outfit.
Hallucinating just now.
Although I also do like the maid outfit, but I'm not gooning for it.
Crazy.
I'm not its intended audience. I prefer my maid dresses on alopraxes.
No.
No, don't like and subscribe.
Now,
No,
tell us about
do
this
that.
special
Just
commission
don't.
that only we can handle.
Don't look
We
at me.
gotta-
Don't enjoy it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Anything
Just like and subscribe and cover your eyes and don't look.
Yeah, don't
If
look at
that's
me.
all, Victoria Housekeeping Company would be able to take care of this commission.
God, it sure would be crazy if Aloprax was wearing dresses again in like a week.
I need a proxy who can communicate
That would be
with the
crazy.
outside world
Oh,
while
I need to
inside a
fucking
hollow.
buy a sewing
You're
kit.
the only ones.
Does this mean you trust
Get it
us?
sorted. You can't let your fans down.
Tell me.
I just need to buy like a needle and some thread
Ruby, Lynn,
to
and Mona.
do a couple of things.
Who?
My classmates.
I have my own shit. I still have to get VR shit sorted and bug people and whatever, but I'm not gonna like,
There's usually a group
if it ends up that
of
only a
good
couple people
finals.
can be there, oh well. I'm not gonna make a whole faff about it like I did last year because it just didn't end up happening.
Project is.
Yeah.
What's that got to do with this?
I don't
commission?
even.
Nothing really.
I don't think
I
I've
had
done
already
anything
agreed
for
to
my
discuss the topic of our
stream
group project with my
anniversary
classmates
since
before
my
I
first
received a
year.
last-minute commission.
What was your subathon not kind of around then?
I figured you guys could help transfer the call with this computer thing.
My subathon was
I'll leave
February.
my phone in your store,
like,
and you can forward the
beginning
audio
of
to me
February,
once they
I think.
call. Oh right. Is your
Then my
network
stream
speed any
anniversary,
good?
I believe, is the 22nd of
Well,
March.
it's not bad.
Okay.
After all,
I guess not really that close then.
sides of our work.
No.
Great.
I guess not really that close then.
No.
Great. Sounds good enough to take a video call. Alright, that's that. I'm gonna go rest a bit. Just let
Though
me
it
know
does
when you're
fall on a
good.
Saturday this year.
Huh? When did I accept the commission?
I'll probably just do the
It's
usual and
okay,
be like,
Wise.
wow, I've
We're
been
not that
streaming for
busy
4
recently.
years.
And aren't you curious about Ellen's other life?
I mean, if you end up
Let's
playing
accept the
something, I'll be there for it.
Nah.
I think you're more curious about that. But it doesn't seem like a particularly difficult commission.
I mean, you know, you could have like a little VR party or something.
Nah. Maybe I'll see if I can plan like another main channel recording for that weekend or something.
Touch my tail?
I guess if we're doing Ellen, I should build around that
I'm at your disposal.
rather than just throwing. Well, I mean, I could fucking throw Miyabi in anyways. Why not? Miyabi is just too OP.
Ready and hey, don't
Oh, actually, I could have kept that same lineup.
Is the consequence.
This is the boy failure, by the way, here, Asaba.
Go ask my colleague.
Not that his visuals necessarily scream boy failure, but
Why is
He
he
is.
boy failure?
just his demeanor and personality.
Eradicate all
In like a sad way? Because he's kind of cute.
My blade is
Well, I mean, he has like chronic illness stuff where he's gonna like turn into one of the hollow monsters, but that's not to do with the boy failure. The boy failure is like him being lazy and not working and stuff.
Oh, well, that was just me throughout all of 2020. Listen.
But you're like too hard of a worker.
before they start their
I could
discussion.
change him.
He doesn't even really need changing. He just needs like a cure to
Let's
his
find the data.
hollowification or whatever it's called.
Yeah, and it's called My
Floppy.
Insides.
Something over there. Let's take a look.
But yes, I agree. He is kind of cute. I think because we saw him a while before he was playable, and so we saw him before Seth, and so originally I was like, oh, he's the cute boy. And then we saw Seth, and then we got Lighter. I think I've been calling Lighter Seth tonight. I've meant Lighter several times. He's kind of underwhelming compared to Seth and Lighter to me. He's like plain, but he's still cute.
Not that I know the difference.
Well, you know Seth, you know the cat boy.
No, I don't.
Nom nom shark?
Well, he's the cat boy.
I haven't paid attention to a single thing
I'm
in
still at work.
Zenless
Ready to
or
use all.
Genshin or Honkai
Also,
in like
don't call me
2
by that
years.
nickname.
Okay, so Seth is a cat boy. He's a policeman, but that's not really an
Alright,
appealing attribute of him. He just is one. He's kind of like he's very pure. He's corruptible, so that's fun. And then
Okay.
Lighter is like a leather jacket biker dude with like
maybe I should get a
his pants are like fucking bursting at the seams because his ass is fat.
Sounds like not my type then.
You have such internalized homophobia about ass.
No, it's nothing to do with the ass.
given this a lot of thought. I have a much higher
Why, you just don't like bikers?
if I want my bike
Yeah.
scratch card.
But he's like a hot twunk though, you know? He's not like a
That's an optimistic way to look
he's not beer truck football.
Well, we'll have to
Where are
see.
you buying these
Because
scratch cards?
in general, if I were to meet someone and their hobby was, and they were like, yeah, my hobby is my motorbike and working on my motorbike and driving on my motorbike, I would be like, I am
Who do you want to interview?
never going shopping with you, ever. You can do that by yourselves.
It would be easy to make it
I don't know, I wouldn't hold that against the guy. I think that like
No,
it's a traditionally masculine hobby, so if
I want to
like I don't know, that's kind of hot. It's like a football player.
I would. I'm not trying to hear all that fucking noise. If they have like a Harley where it's one of those like just horrible sounding ones where it's just really loud for no reason, get away from me.
To be fair, I also wouldn't necessarily be enthused about the noise, but if that was his only sin, I could forgive it. I mean, you know, if you
And
you
just
could
to
you
have
could
a
like
loud
hug
bike,
his
I
waist
could not forgive it.
and ride it, and then he
Yeah,
could
but
ride you.
loud. Yeah, but loud.
He can get you special kitty earmuffs.
I still just loud vehicles in general are just so unattractive.
Helen, I thought you knew me better than
If the
anyone
bike
else in
actually
the
has a
world.
fucking muffler on it,
I thought
maybe.
you were my
If it doesn't,
bestie.
you.
My boss is here, I gotta mute, but I'll still be listening.
Alrighty, I muted the mic on this side. Perfect coordination, right?
Thanks. Now I can focus on the commission.
Never mind the commission. Ellen, are you sure your project will be okay?
It's fine. This
I need
happens every
food.
time.
We'll see if my headphones
Let's go
die
to the
in
next
the
retrieval
meantime.
point.
So, are you going to?
Yeah, you're up late for
Not.
not having had your tea.
No.
Objection. Let's consider something else. Sokaku, switch.
I really haven't got nothing to eat, to be honest, either.
You need to go shopping?
Yeah, I'm
The
planning on doing
required
that
data
today.
has been obtained.
Helen, you've been
I
muted
was
all
having
this time and
waffles
haven't
or
even been
something.
typing. Are you really listening?
Not beating the sugar goblin allegations.
Talking to me.
Waffles don't have sugar in them, made out of potato.
What's up?
You take your
Oh,
work
that's right.
way too seriously. Are you
Okay, then I'm jealous. That sounds yummy.
office life in
I do need to have you feed me potato waffles when I get over there someday.
imagine what Ellen
Yeah, that's so good.
Why do you care so much about your part-time job?
I'm
anyway?
certain they must have some
Just earning
equivalent
some
over
pocket
there.
money.
I think latkes would be similar.
Hello.
How do you spell that?
Why is it?
Lattke. It's a Jewish potato pancake.
I did not spell that correctly.
Finals and group project, Ellen. Is it required by Victoria Housekeeping?
It'll be a pain if I fail my exams.
No, not at all similar.
Could it really be that simple?
Is that really so hard?
Looks
to believe?
good, but completely different.
It's only natural for the service we provide. Only the best students can adequately serve wealthy and influential masters.
I mean, it helps. I'm pretty sure you could get it from like
Oh,
a
the
specialist
signal is
place in the US that imports
did you
like.
hear?
Do her friends not know she's like a fucking weird housekeeping maid person?
I didn't hear anything at all.
Would you believe me if I say it's not what you think?
Well, I believe you, Ellen, but...
Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt. I'm Ellen's coworker. She was just joking around.
I see. I get it now. I definitely haven't misunderstood anything. You should get back to work.
Looks like the whole group's been muted. Should I try to type up an explanation of the whole master thing? No, thanks.
This is so teenage girl. Why do you have to be on the phone? Just get off the phone. This is a thing that always really bothered me about other kids my age when I was in school. The like the need to be fucking social at all times, or like you're gonna fucking explode, because like no you're not. Just like shut up and disengage for like 2 minutes and do like whatever thing you're supposed to be doing normally. What's that?
How do I feel that?
Ellen? What happened over there?
Because I remember when Instagram first came out and Snapchat first came out. I had a Windows phone, so it didn't have either.
Just a little trouble at work.
And everyone my age had like an iPhone or an Android, so they were already on it. And it was like, it was huge. Like I felt at the time like I missed out on so much. But then when I finally did get a phone that could support it, nobody cared. So it's like, okay, so I missed out on precisely nothing. So who cares?
I don't even mean digitally, like in person too. The whole because I was the type of student where I just like wanted to get through whatever we're supposed to get through so I can like fuck off and entertain myself. But you'd have fucking the social kids who would just slow things down by being obnoxious and chatty and yappy and whatever, and it's like, I know that school isn't the most fun thing and you'd rather be fucking off with your friends, but the world doesn't revolve around you fucking off with your friends, so just like shut up and let's do school for a bit so that we can all move on with our day.
To be fair, I think that was me. Me and like my couple of mates were definitely not the worst in the class, but
it was a very like popular kid thing, so I don't know that it would be exactly what I'm talking about, but maybe like a different version of that.
I was the least popular kid.
I can determine the missing document isn't here.
They didn't understand. They were behind.
I didn't understand. I didn't have my diagnosis at that point.
I guess, I don't know. You're a funny little guy, and I can imagine that if I like fucking time traveled and just like watched people interacting with you in school, I'd be like, how dare you be mean to my son?
In particular, it just happened. I'll talk to you.
You'd probably also be like, oh god damn, what happened to your teeth?
Did you have braces?
Yeah, I had braces and I had 4 teeth removed.
Ah.
If I didn't have braces, I would have had no, not wisdom teeth, just the 2 ones that are behind your canines on both my top and bottom.
Did you get fillers or whatever?
Nope, I just had way too many teeth and an enormous overbite.
I can't say that I've paid particular attention to your mouth, but I don't recall you just like missing teeth. Like, did you get teeth taken out and then braces like fixed everything so that they're all like aligned?
I had teeth, well, because I had too many teeth.
I didn't know you could do that.
I had I had a huge overbite, and the only way to correct for it was to remove 2 teeth on the top, and then the braces over the course of about 2 years simply just pulled the rest of my teeth to fit. So then that gap was taken up by the rest of my teeth.
Interesting.
Yeah, because my teeth were all like overlapping before, like especially my bottom teeth were all overlapping, and then on the top they were partially overlapping, and then like I said, I had a huge overbite. Because my teeth, instead of being like rounded on the front, it made like a pointing shape.
Right.
And half of the reason why my teeth were like that was my own fault, and the other half was just genetics.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No decent video store would require its employees to wear maid outfits.
Well, I mean, it seems like you're all sorted now.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
I'm very lucky to be in the position I am.
Wait, don't tell
yeah,
me you're one
good that it turned out well.
video stores.
The only reason that I had them done is because when my mum called the dentist, after about,
easier to hand out flyers, right?
I think I was, they originally gave me blocks, which were fucking terrible, so I'm so glad that I chose not to finish off those. My mum rang the dentist and was like, hey, can we like actually get his teeth done properly now? It's been a year or so. We'll pay for it. And the dentist looked into it and found out they had forgotten to take me off the NHS list, so I got them for free, even though I shouldn't have.
If you guys hadn't gotten in the way, I'd be done and home by now.
You? Doing promotion? You hardly even speak up when ordering lunch. You don't like crowded places either.
The aloprax sitting down SFX.
Hey, you know my manager is standing right there.
Right, that's a cabinet, I don't know.
Ellen just needs to...
Also, POV the game being like, oh, so you think cute means maid dress, huh? Imagine.
Okay, no. The first noise was me putting my laptop back on my bed, and the second one was me closing my door.
Ah.
To make up for it, we'll help you out. I've done a job like this before, except I didn't have to wear a maid outfit.
Wow.
That's me after eating
Let's
like
stop
7
talking
grapes.
about maid outfits. But it would be great if you could help out.
I hear people like grapes.
I like
To think
grapes.
of it, this is a popular shopping area. So
You would because they're fruit and balls.
in fact, this tea milk store we like is doing a promotion.
Ah, they're just tasty.
Bound to be a crowd. Ruby? Oh, hey, slow down!
Genuinely peak fruit. Grapes
I mean,
is
they're
like
also they're
fruit
kind
all the
of
time.
sensual, you know, like someone laying back and being fed grapes.
I've never understood that though. So
I
not
think
for me.
because back in like Roman times, they were, I'm not sure, either very plentiful or harder to come by and therefore like a symbol of the rich. Because I think, well, I was gonna say olives were, but I guess I have the same question with olives. I think they were maybe abundant, but I don't know. I would need to be
Olives
fed something
being
else if
abundant
I
makes sense
was.
because nobody eats them.
Well, but now they're a little bit more, and I think just because we have to like import them, or you know, maybe they grow olives in California. I don't know. So maybe like certain parts of the country. Anyway, they don't grow everywhere. I know that. They need like a certain climate.
They grow grapes in California. I know that.
Yeah, by today's standards, I don't think of grapes as like a, what's the term for what we're talking about? Like a
Posh.
a very regional posh food.
They're not posh, but they are brilliant.
Well, I mean, same about apples. Like apples are common but excellent.
Uh huh. I need to buy some more apples tomorrow.
More like grapples.
Pick whatever you
Nah,
want.
they don't make those.
Aren't you gonna say it?
You
Say
could sell
what?
aloprax gamer
Welcome home,
grapples.
Master. It
No.
must have been a long day.
What I do,
Come on,
fat on an apple and
Master.
send it in an envelope?
Earning money to pay me with. Please
Yep,
stay.
that's it exactly.
This is a video store, not a maid cafe.
I think
Why
I
would
would
you need an entrance fee?
sooner
Wait a minute.
start an
Maid
OnlyFans.
cafes don't charge an entrance fee either.
Good, I'm happy you know this is a place where you rent videotapes. I'm only responsible for telling you about them.
I mean, you might
No,
as well.
fuck that.
Find one you like.
I think I'd sooner do a face reel.
As if you don't have an adorable face that everyone would love.
Alright, but I don't want to show it.
I know. Shy fella. Damn, I can't believe these Zoomers are roasting me because I have a fucking video store and they don't have videotape players.
Liberals.
That is just your answer for everything.
Back in my day, I didn't
mean,
even
yeah.
know how to use a VHS player. I just put CDs in it.
Did you really?
No.
Because I
know how
I
to
could
use-
see that happening.
No, I knew how to use it.
Even
My
though you're a
sister,
tech
however-
twink, I could see it.
My sister, however, she put a ham sandwich in it.
Oh, I can't believe it doesn't even play Ham Sandwich.
No way, that's my favorite show.
Gotta upgrade.
I gotta upgrade it to play ham sandwich.
It's so funny that despite you being a billion years younger than me, that we both use VHS.
Millennials forget that Gen Z had like the exact same childhood because people were poor in 2008.
I guess.
Manager,
My parents couldn't afford DVDs.
over here! Over here!
We never... I guess it was just an age thing. Like, we had a few DVDs, but... Well, I don't know. I guess it just depends. Like, we were probably young enough to have tons. We just didn't have tons. We had, I think, a lot more VHSs because we were really young. And then by the time DVDs were a thing, we only had a few. But I guess we rented a lot of DVDs.
Ellen, with
rather than
We
buying
couldn't
them.
afford a DVD player until like I think 2012 was when we got our first DVD player.
You just need to press the button at the right
Sometime around then,
Here,
like
use my
when we
phone.
were still
Please take it
just
vertical.
coming out of
I
the
wanna
rear
use it
end,
as a wallpaper.
the 2008 crisis.
Mhm.
You're not allowed to see it.
Well, someday
Photo now.
kids will call us both old when they have
It's on
liquid
my phone, so it
video
belongs
shit
to
that
me.
they inject up their butt.
Easy. If we delete it, we would have come here.
I don't know. I kind of feel like
You
we've
came
peaked.
here to find reference materials for the project.
I would be not the guy to ask about like predicting media trends. Although it definitely does seem like we've kind of leveled off.
In terms of media, like
Talking about it for ages.
every fucking
you're
iPhone has been the
always
same
busy.
since 2017.
Actually, you know what?
still need
I
to-
do have a thought on this.
Manager.
Something I was watching recently was talking about this phenomenon, but like
Excuse
because
me. No one's paid by the hour.
and maybe this is like music specific more than anything else, but because like
You wouldn't leave before
people want to fucking make money, they just like invent
Yeah.
a new fucking like music format every like 10 or 20 years or something so that everybody has to buy up all the music again.
You girls run along and have
Well, the thing is, it's
Ellen has to keep working until we close.
same as before, same as with fashion. Time is a flat fucking circle. Like we went from
Your friends have left.
putting music
We
on
have to head back to
fucking
Victoria Housekeeping
wax
soon, right?
cylinders
Thanks for covering for me.
to shellac discs,
of course,
to vinyl discs,
Student Ellen or working
to
Ellen, you're important to us.
tapes,
I'm really curious about
to
how you became friends
CDs,
with them. I bet it
to
wasn't just because
streaming
you
it
were
over the
classmates.
internet, and now we've come full circle. Vinyls are back in fashion,
case,
CDs are back.
there was this
Tapes
time
are
I
coming
couldn't
back as
open the
well.
locked bathroom door because
Right, but those aren't new technologies, it's just retro technologies that are back in fashion.
They're not new technologies, but they are.
What about Lynn?
They've made a
I was
comeback
doing a
in
ton of
such a way
commissions at one
that the
point,
music
wanted to
industry,
catch up on sleep in the
Oop.
back row of class.
the music industry has
She
no
happened
real
to sit
reason
next to
to
me, and since she
try
was
and
a
pursue
full-time
something else.
student,
Like,
I
where do
wrote
you
her
go
notes.
from
Ruby,
CDs, especially with like flash memory now?
Well, I was gonna
That's
say
like USB sticks with albums on them.
the internet will, I think,
the boss just
slash has already, it's gonna kill that cycle unless the whole internet changes drastically. Cause like
I think the
it's-
streaming industry is going to be on a downtrend.
it's too big to compete. Like someone can't just go out and make some new Blorbus and be like, hey, get our new music only on Blorbus, because like people just fucking rip it and put it on the internet anyway.
The only
But
person who I've seen successfully do something like that was Kanye about 3 years ago.
With what?
Exhausted after work lately.
He released something called the STEM player,
Who's just a receptionist
which
at
had-
a video store would be.
which for a good while was the only way to get his new album on.
But like really
And
though, because
it's-
wouldn't someone just rip that day one?
I mean, you could rip it, yeah, but it was the only way to buy it. You couldn't stream it. If you wanted to hear it, you either had to hear someone re-upload it or buy the player.
Okay, yeah, I do have a third one. That confused me for a minute. I don't know. Yeah, I guess Kanye Blorbus is maybe an outlier, but in terms of retro stuff coming back, that would be a way, I think, even without new technologies, to still kind of do this, the whole cyclical, hey, pay us again for
It's
shit.
okay. It wasn't that troublesome.
Yeah, I mean,
you could
the,
look at like retro game releases as a similar sort of
Ellen's
idea.
message didn't include any
yeah,
details.
I mean, digital music is also making a comeback in the sense that like streaming services are on a downtrend as physical media comes back, but people are also just buying more stuff on sites like Bandcamp now. But people are going out and buying old iPods and modding them usable with like Bluetooth headphone stuff.
If you
It's
need
just
anything else,
it's evident
well,
that like things are just a flat surface.
Yeah,
I think like it's mainly my generation that
could, but previously.
Oh, we missed the
thought that Ellen
2000
was going to school because
CDs
should I
and
put this?
Blu-rays and DVDs and iPods and shit are having that.
Did your
I
audio
would
change?
be-
Because you're cutting in and out a lot.
No.
Okay. I don't know. You're just cutting in and out a lot.
Did you catch everything?
Most of it, but I did, like, your ends cut off a lot, like right there.
Bruh. Maybe it's because my laptop's not plugged in.
Touch me. Ready? Hey, don't look one.
Come on.
Is it one?
I should want to see.
Has
that made any difference?
My blade is ready.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah, it seems to be mainly my generation that's getting back into it because of the whole, like, we missed the 2000s, so fucking CDs, DVDs, iPods, that type of shit is having a comeback.
Confirming the location
With people
of
modding
the
it to,
bamboo that
like,
needs to be
work with
retrieved.
Bluetooth headphones and
Please
such.
wait.
I've seen a
And
lot of
obviously
people.
Vinyl had a massive comeback as well.
I've seen a lot of people pining for like childhood bedroom aesthetic lately.
Yeah, I can't say that I'm a fan of that just because of the way that my childhood bedroom
We
was.
don't need to talk about it.
That being
Doesn't really matter if I pass
horrific.
or
So I think
We'll
I will
define
stick
horrific.
to my current bedroom.
Master, I'm sorry to interrupt. I've located the bamboo and will guide you and Ellen there. I've also detected
I'm trying to think of a
unknown
good way
persons
to
around you.
define horrific.
As their intentions are
Um,
unclear, I recommend shaking them off as soon as possible to avoid unexpected trouble.
Everything was
Let's go.
mismatched. Everything was like half painted because we couldn't afford to buy new paint. Half the furniture was like falling to pieces and used. At one point, I actually ended up with half of a bunk bed because my old bed frame broke. So, and so did my sisters, and so my parents bought a bunk bed and sawed it in half because that was cheaper than buying 2 beds. The carpet was just fucking miserable. One of my walls was painted bright green, and all of the lights in my ceiling stopped working at one point, and we couldn't afford to buy new bulbs. So instead, I had a lamp. And I have a feeling that might also be why I just have a lamp in my room now.
Caution. Motion detected nearby.
Yeah, if you're just used to it.
Multiple life forms present.
Yeah.
I get what you mean though. So like less intentional choices and more like just shit was how it was.
Yeah.
Warning. A dangerous ethereal has destroyed the door and is rapidly
It became
approaching
more
the bamboo that
intentional
needs to be
choices as
retrieved,
I
as well as
started
the
to
3
get
unknown
to
persons.
around the time that I was moving out, like 17, 18, 19, and then moving out at 19.
It's Ruby.
Because then it was like, oh, well, we have money now, and I have money now, so I can buy some stuff that I like.
Find me the quickest path. Doesn't matter if there's obstacles, because I'll clear them all out easy.
And now you have
You appear in
a
front of
boy
them
wall
like
and
this.
boy
Your
figures.
identity.
I have more than one boy
Doesn't
wall.
matter. As long as
Do you? I was only aware of the ones like on the wall as your headboard.
Well, I mean, if we count the giant wall scroll that I have that's next to my TV, then that makes 2.
Okay. I mean, why not go for 4 boy wall?
If we count the poster that I have, shit, what's that Hyrule Warriors game that came out on the Switch?
Age of Calamity.
That one. I have a poster that came with my pre-order of that that's on the wall that my door is on, so that makes 3.
I don't know if I knew that you had that.
Probably, I mean, I don't think I've ever given you like a full tour or anything of my room, so that makes sense.
Let's hear what you have to say later.
I need to go out and buy some more picture frames because I wanna move the boy wall to a different wall and put some of the pictures that I took when I last visited the States above my headboard.
Do you have any interest in like digital frames that can cycle?
I used to. I had one when I was a kid, but they're always really, really low quality displays. So,
sure,
not really. I'd sooner have like a really nice printout than a really shitty screen.
Yeah, I gotcha.
I've got it.
It won't take long.
So maybe I'll order some clips. I've got 4 pictures in mind because I've got 4 frames. Do I have them? I do have them saved to my computer.
Okay, tell me, why are you here?
Let me send you these.
Lost.
Ah!
We're
Fuck.
having lunch.
You Discord.
We're investigating.
What happened?
I was gonna be like, oh, let me send you these pictures through, and then it's
but
like,
too big.
We're sightseeing.
That
I
picture
see.
is more than 3
And my
megabytes.
Enjoy the rest of your trip. Don't go!
Alright, fuck it. I'll take a screenshot of the picture instead.
You tell her!
We're worried about you. You're always exhausted and injured after work. And you
That's
didn't object
one.
when your manager made you work overtime.
2 of them are from New York and
something
2
we
of them are
didn't
from
know
Chicago.
Or that you were being threatened. We were following you to find evidence. If you're in trouble,
And
we
I
can
tried to
avoid
have
the
like
upset.
1 picture in the day and 1
That why
picture
you
in the
entered
night.
hollow and acted so
So they kind
recklessly?
of alternate and match
We
each other.
encountered a Bang Boo, but its translation plugin was damaged. It kept waving its arms around, and then played a video for us. The video was of someone's graduation. And that Bang Boo seemed to be saying that this video was very important. It wanted to leave the hollow, and give this video to its owner.
Yeah!
That's the 4 I
We thought
picked
that
out.
we would be okay if we followed you since you knew how to get in.
Those are all very
We
nice.
knew how to get out. Then this Bang Boo could
Mm.
protect us. You were counting on that Bang Boo to fight off ethereals for you?
I still think you're a talented little
The one
photographer.
next to you looks really strong.
My phone
So
is a talented little
energetic and can even throw
photographer.
bombs. Not all Bang Boo
I
are
just found the
created
shot.
Piloted
did
by
all the
your
hard work.
You would have
beams.
become a snack for that ethereal if I didn't get here in time.
I just went to the
That's for
location
sure.
and my phone did all
I
the hard
didn't know
work.
you were so strong, Ellen.
You make it sound like your phone is the fucking
Get it?
AI drone. Like
It
you
is.
still have- no.
Turn hollow investigate.
No, it is.
right?
Like the fucking image processing in my phone is
That from us? No
insane.
big deal.
These pictures look
Ugh.
nowhere near as good when you're actually taking them, and then you
Oh.
wait for it to process, and it looks incredible.
Actually, there's also
Bruh.
something
It
I'm
makes it
hiding
look
from all of
like
you.
actually lifelike.
Remember that movie we watched together? You all loved it, but I gave it a 1-star rating after I got home.
Like, this is
I
a
lied
fairly
when I
accurate
told you I picked
representation
this
of what I
school
was
because
seeing.
I liked its spirit. Actually, I picked it because it's the farthest from my home. I used to always feel invisible. So I did a backflip while shouting like a wrestler at my graduation ceremony. I hope I never run into any of my former classmates again.
Then, how about we submit a funny video of us doing backflips while shouting like wrestlers for our final project?
Ruby.
Wow, you are now eligible to get Bank Boo's System
really is
Widget
empty.
Star 2.
How could you do me like
Yeah,
that?
you gotta claim your goober
It's
bucks.
just payback.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
I
is
bumped my mic.
that?
Is my sound still okay?
Secrets.
Yeah.
Ellen's
Okay, good.
Mona's movie review.
W
My graduation
Engine Energy
ceremony.
Module Star
Rubies.
3.
You have to keep this a secret. Swear on it. What about you, Ellen? We can't ever tell anyone these secrets.
What the bruh?
I have better things to do than go
It, I mean, you know, it's like they used to do this with Genshin. Now they just have Zenless, where you can get your little goober currencies
These
if
are
you
our
watch enough
secrets.
of someone
Just
playing
between
it.
the 4 of us.
I never looked at the
We can
ones for
never
Genshin.
tell
I'm just now
anyone
noticing
else.
these because Twitch
All
won't
right.
stop messaging me about it.
Bruh. Didn't even claim the goober bucks.
What am I going to use them for?
Well, when you played Genshin, you know, you
Yeah,
could have
when I
pulled
played
boys.
Genshin. Yeah, but I already did that.
Oh man.
Bruh.
So
We're toast.
I just did that by
Is it now?
grinding until like
If
an
there's no
hour
legal
before the
laws
window
and no
for the
exploited
fucking banner
employee,
shot.
Doesn't that mean our plan for our final project is done for? Ellen, it's your turn to make a proposal. Maybe about hollows? You can interview me about my experience with hollows and,
One of these days,
Bamboo.
I also won't be playing MiHoYo games anymore, and I will be free.
Are you sure that's okay? The group project will be
whenever they
shown to
finish the
whole
game in
school.
2084.
We should just...
Genshin's getting there. They did the 6th nation out of 7. If we also assume that there's going to be like a Fall of Conria chat, like there's probably 8 chapters in Genshin, and we're on 6.
Nah, they'll fucking do a 9th and be like, but what if New Island Nation appear? What if
Well, I
New
think
Zealand?
I think Honkai 3rd is like done, so we could look at past games and probably kind of estimate what's gonna happen with Genshin and Zenless and stuff.
Video store later?
Zenless, I have no idea.
Does it just shut down, or was the fan base just dwindle?
I mean, I would assume they wouldn't shut, like, someday, yes, probably. Like, but I don't think that any of the old ones have shut down yet, as far as I know. So it would just be like, you know, no new content. They'd probably just keep cycling old character banners, and you could still do, like, you know, the Abyss and stuff. Get whatever gems are available in the game, pay for gems if you want, so that they can make more money off of you. But, like, yeah, eventually, you know, support would just dwindle.
Stop chatting with Bangbu and get over
I would just
here.
like it so much more if these weren't, like, constantly connected games. If I could just, like, fucking install it on my Steam Deck and be done.
Even if they weren't gacha, like, if they want to keep doing fucking drip content forever, that's fine. But if you release a patch, just, like, let us unlock the new characters, that would be so much better. But it's all
right there.
It's all designed for money. The constant drip wouldn't exist as much as it did if it weren't for a way to get money out of you.
We met a kind person.
I mean, gacha sucks. It always has. It always will. But I'm also just mean, like, I think the worst element of MiHoYo games is the fact that you cannot disconnect from the internet.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Like, if you so much as have, like, a blip in your 4G, you are offline. You are booted.
And I don't think that would need to happen if there weren't gacha games, because if there isn't, you know, the being online is so that you can't somehow, like, scam Uber dollars.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, but it's still like...
Or you could be Xenoblade 2, and you could be a single-player game and still have a fucking gacha.
She's our friend. We just
no,
she just finished her part-time job. We ran into her 3 minutes ago.
I am so glad
certainly not.
I chose to never finish that game.
I still need to watch the ending.
Far too much effort.
Although you're
Jin is still hot, but, like, he wasn't enough motivation in the end.
Education course,
and that's what
write a
websites are for.
Entering without
Yeah,
authorization.
well, I mean, there's not that much of him out there, to be honest, though. I've looked.
Well, I mean, Xenoblade's a more niche Nintendo franchise anyway, and he's not the main character.
Xenoblade is more niche, but, like, there is a lot of porn on the other side.
I don't understand girls these days.
Also, you know, he's not like an easy male character where you can like of course everyone's gonna simp for him. Like, some people will, but he's not marketed as like, hi, it's me, hot boy.
Yeah. But it's like...
Versus, like, again, Lighter from this, who is that. So, of course, there's porn of him.
I'm not gonna look now, but, like, I can guarantee, you go on, like, Rule 34, there'd be, like, fucking, like, 20,000 or something in total, and then maybe 1,000 of them would be gay for Xenoblade. It's, like, all just gonna be Pyra and Mithra.
If Ruby finds out I'm transferring, she'll
frickin' straight privilege.
Yeah.
Mona will probably calm her down. Mona will probably casually wish.
As a heads up, I'm probably rapidly approaching rapping here.
Yeah, I'm rapidly approaching sleepy.
Yeah, you're up late.
I know.
It's 7 a.m. What are you doing?
I know. I'm gonna regret this.
I'm used to stuff like this.
What do you have going on tomorrow besides shopping?
Nothing.
Gonna be okay?
That's not bad then.
Shopping.
I mean, streaming too, obviously.
Life's pretty hectic.
Yeah, it was streaming. Like, it's just food shopping. And then
You have notifications from your group chat and favorite contacts.
would have had plans on Sunday if not for stream.
Did they ask you to hang
Are you on what?
They invited me to grab
Wait,
some
what?
sugary, greasy,
No, say again.
after work.
I would have had plans on Sunday
They say
if not for
sharing
stream.
food is what friends do.
Oh, are we messing up your plans?
Well, that's why I was asking, like, hey, did we hear back from Hershey to be like, are we doing this for certain? Because my parents get back from their holiday tomorrow, and I was gonna go see them Sunday, but I can just go see them next week instead.
You could go to bed really early tomorrow, and then you could go see him on Sunday anyway.
No, because okay, there are details that I will not say on stream. But TLDR, there just wouldn't be enough time.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry that we're creating conflicting interests.
And then next weekend is Valentine's weekend, so I'm gonna have to see if I can see them on my day off from work. If not, we'll just have to wait another week.
You have busy plans, Rizzing chat?
We'll see.
And with that tease for Aloprax Briz next weekend, that is gonna be it for me tonight. Let's go raid Lacey. She's playing Final Fantasy with Ekru and Serena, and I assume Pika.
I thought you said let's go Ray.
Yeah, the sequel to Go Ray, Let's Go Ray, where they take out the catching mechanics and you just throw balls at them.
Real.
Yeah, so come watch me and Kitty and Sheepy and Mr. Bomb play Flat Night on Sunday. Earlier than I usually stream, 2 p.m. CST. Why?
I looked at, you know how you said the date everything got pushed back?
The what?
You know how you said the date everything got pushed back?
I don't. I understand the words you're saying, but I don't.
You
What
know
got pushed
how
back?
you said that date everything got pushed back?
Oh, yes.
It got pushed back to June.
Yeah. So, I mean, you can be gay in Pride Month about it.
Bruh!
Listen,
I thought it was
you're
getting
dating
pushed back,
everything.
like,
They gotta
a
code in
month.
everything.
I thought it was getting pushed back like 2 weeks.
Well, I imagine it's a pretty small dev team.
It's Team 17.
So at most 17. That's small.
No. Let
I don't
me
know.
fucking tell you right now. Team 17 employs 200 people.
Bruh. Okay, well, I don't know their name. So, anyway, the raid's gonna go, so we're gonna go raid Lacey. Bye, guys. Bye. Come watch Flying on Sunday. Bye.
Penis.